Right, we're live. Right on. That music turned on. Staying in the house. What's your sin of the day, Steve? Turn this on. What are you wearing out there today, Stan? What are you rocking? Besides thick Latinos. Yeah, we're gonna go through some decant samples. I had a bunch coming in. I thought I was gonna get a real nice group of rose ouds today that I ordered from that when I was on with Pop, but those didn't come in today. I thought it showed today, but when I looked at it, AGB, what up? Yeah, I know he's out there with that Gris Charnel. I only have that clone of Gris Charnel. I would like to smell the original of that one day. That's got to be a night. Barrett's Oud of Nobility. What is that cloning, Stan? What is Barrett's Oud of Nobility? Let's pull it up. Barrett's Oud of Nobility. Royal Oud. Stands out here rocking some Royal Oud. Creed's Royal Oud. Nice fragrance. I imagine Barrett did a pretty good job. Let's look up Gris Charnel notes. I like that fragrance. I've been hearing a lot of talk about there's an extrait, I guess. I haven't been able to put my nose on that one. Hey, what's up, Spence? Let me get you in. Let me put the link up. Let me figure this out. Invite. I'm just going to put the link in the chat. And then whenever you're ready to come on, we'll get into it. This is my first time bringing somebody on, but it seems like it's pretty easy. All right, should be up in the chat, Spence. I don't think it's too hard. Yeah, I heard a lot of talk about the extrait, and I didn't even know there was an extrait till recently. Do you know what the differences are, AGB, between the extrait? I know Spence knows. I'll look it up. Gris Charnel extrait. See what people are saying. Go in the comments. Michael's in the house. Fragrances Fraternity. What are you wearing today? We're looking up Gris Charnel extrait. AGB's up here. He's wearing the real Gris Charnel. So I'm looking up the extrait because I think you brought up the extrait the other day. I didn't know the differences in the extrait or whatever. What are the differences, Michael, if you know, between the extrait and the regular? Oh, man, look at these notes. Wow. This has got to be good. This is the extrait we're looking at. Huh. Yeah, I'd be Pop. What's going on, Pop? What's Pop wearing? What are you wearing today? That's a great one, Michael. So I've only smelled clones. I did get a decant of that one time, and I guess my clones were close enough for me. But that's awesome scent profile. And there was the original is definitely better. I love that scent DNA. So Spyro is a really good house, man. I don't think I've smelled one thing from them that I don't like. All right, I'll do a couple of warm-up scents, waiting for Spence to come on. Some of these, I got a few. I didn't get all the new ones I wanted on, so this is just that Mancera Sicily. I got this a while back, but honestly, I sprayed this thing like once and put it away. Let me spray this one again and see what we got. Oh, yeah. Tons of citrus. Almost unisex. I haven't heard of followed by Cursoin, Stan. Yeah, there's some white florals in this. I know Michael knows about this Sicily. Let's pull up some notes. Yeah. Higher concentration. Grease Charnel X-ray is more intense, higher concentration, more masculine, much heavier on the woods. Yeah, that'd be a nice. That'd be. I don't know which I would like better though. I don't always like it better when it's done like that. What is followed by kerosene? Stan, fill us in. I seen Ross is coming on at 6:15. He's got the. Oh, I love LV Nomad Pop. I'm into that scent profile right now. I love that. I'm into rose ouds, all the way around. You prefer the Gris Charnel Indie? Okay. All right. Good to know. I've only smelled the clone is all I've smelled. Yeah, this is pretty much what I'm getting here. Citrus, fruits, sweet, fresh, spicy, powdery, and white floral. Pretty playful. Yeah, I bought this. I bought like a 10 milliliter of this. You can see it's a big one. I don't know. I just never bring it's sitting there all the time. I got so many other fragrances. I just never come to this one. It's a nice fragrance though. A lot of fruits. Definitely youthful, playful, and happy, as it says here. Yeah, that's the one I have. I have the Francique. I've never done a Tom Ford Rose Prick. How is that? I'm into rose now, so curious on that one. All right, I see Spence is in the building. I'm gonna add him to the stage now. Let me close this out. Bear with me, Spence. All right. Uh-oh. We got sound issues. Yeah, can you guys hear him? I'm hearing like a weird sound when he talks. What are you guys getting? Say something again, Spence.
Check.
Okay. We're good. How's it going today, Spence? Thanks for coming on here, brother.
Good, man. You can pull up the notes again like you had up.
Oh, I'm already done with that one. I moved on from Sicily. I was done with that one. I'm done with that.
I like Sicily.
I didn't even. Yeah, I just went over that one real quick. That was just a warm up. That ain't even the real ones. That's one I had from a while back. This is a testament to Spence. He's on TLTGs with Ross last night, a big channel, and then he's nice enough to come on my channel the following day. That's awesome, man. That shows what kind of guy you are. You did a great job last night too. That stream was awesome, man. I loved it. The production value, that or whatever, it's always awesome, but you really had it dialed in.
Thanks, man. Let me see if I can pull up the chat real quick. I don't use StreamYard, so let me.
Okay. I didn't realize you were using software and everything. That's what
there we go.
Ross was saying when you're doing all that.
Yeah. So you just smelled Sicily. What do you think about it?
That's what I was saying is I have it there and it's been sitting there. I bought like a 10 milliliter sample thinking I would wear it. And I don't know. I just don't go to it. Just the light florals and the fruits and it's kind of unisex. I don't go to that one much. I don't mind it. When I just smelled it again, I don't mind it, but I just noticed I never grabbed for that one or whatever. Not nuts about it, I guess. It's not bad though. It's a nice fragrance.
What's
your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I enjoy it. The unisex aspect of it, it's really nice. It's fresh.
It's really fresh and fruity. I forgot how fruity it was.
I like that type of profile for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't keep going back to this one where I thought I would. I bought it thinking I would get more, but
well, I mean, I don't really go back to fragrances too often, but that is really a nice fragrance.
That's the thing. Yeah. That's the thing. Is it doesn't crack in or whatever. I don't know how many I mean, I got 850. I'm guessing you got more than that even. And you got way more bangers than I got. I'm out here dealing with clones and stuff. And you got high end ones.
You just say you have 850 fragrances?
Yeah. They're all on spreadsheets, man. Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
That's not counting decants and stuff like that. Mancera there, that's not counted. Yeah.
They're all on spreadsheets. Ridiculous amount of bottles, man. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's too much, man. There's no reason to have that much, but I got, I don't know. When I get into something, I just, I just leaned in on this when I jumped in on this a few years ago. I always liked fragrances, but a few years ago, I just really leaned into this and just kept, I do that all the time, Michael. I go back and forth between Ross and, are you seeing the chat now, Spence?
Oh, so Ross, yeah, I can see it. Ross is live right now.
Yeah, 6:15. He's going on. He said or whatever. He's got to go up for the hurricane. I think I heard him say in his stream earlier, and that's what it says on his thing. I guess the hurricane's coming right to him, so I think he's got to evacuate. I think he was saying that.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing if you're living in Florida. Do you want to kick it in, Spence? I sometimes when I get going on these, I go away. So whenever you're ready to leave, just speak up and head out or whatever. So
No,
if
you're
I'm
good, man.
still
I'm
going.
I'm I'm just here chilling.
Do you want to start with the first decant, or do you want me to start? That was just a warm up.
Yeah, we could do something. Let me just see if I can pull something up real quick. Give me a second.
Sure. Yeah, it seemed like there was even extra production value last night than normal. I mean, you had everything dialed in on that one last night. Spence is the stream king. Now they want to know what you're out here drinking, Spence. Stan's wanting to know. Some of that lean. Spencer might be frozen up. Yeah, Spencer's frozen up. Yeah. Dude, his songs are, I love his songs. They actually got good
Got my mouth
lyrics.
open.
I love his songs. They
Spencer's
actually
a
got good
robot.
lyrics.
Yeah.
All
Yeah, it's
right.
gonna be hard for me to be able to
We just lost him. Yeah, we just lost him. Yeah, I'm not sure how to get him on there. He might have to come back on and walk me through this. All right, I'll go on to another warm up. See if we can get him going on. What other warm up do I have here? I got this Carolina Herrera 212 men, just the original, the original 212. None of the flankers off of that line. I got this one thinking I would. Yeah, I know I don't wear this one too much. Just kind of a generic scent. Let's pull up the notes on this. Yeah, I like some of the flankers a lot better than this one. Yeah, there's not. This doesn't stand out right in any way to me. 212, whatever. I do like 212 VIP Black. I do like that. Here's the notes on this one. Am I got the right one here? Because I'm not getting these notes. I'm not getting a vodka note. I'm not getting any of these notes. Let me respray this. Maybe this thing's. I like VIP Black. Yeah, VIP Men Black is nice. All right, let's try this again. Maybe I'm just didn't spray enough. Okay, Spence will be right back. He's going to try something. Sounds good, Spence. Yeah, this isn't too bad. Doesn't smell like rubber. Rick's in the house. What are you wearing, Rick? No rubber smell to this. Yeah, there's a little bit of an aromatic vodka note I'm getting at. A little bit sweet and fruity. Yeah, it's not bad. I guess I was being kind of hard on it or whatever. I didn't spray enough of it. Yeah, I'm not getting like those base notes at all. Of course, I'd be more in a dry down, but I am getting that passion fruit and lime and some of that vodka and gin note. A little bit of mint and spices. Yeah, it's not a bad fragrance. I was a little hard on it, but I just didn't spray enough. Pretty nice. It's not bad. Very inoffensive, easy wear. Latina's on the way. Good. You see, did you see that Pop made that thumbnail for you? Had those Latinos on there. Yuck. Spence. I don't know if it's I had bad luck on this because when I tried to go on Michael's one time too, we were doing this freezing up thing, whatever. Maybe it's my internet connection when I was involved, but oh, that's right. Yeah. Rick's out there on those Serge Lutens. Let me see if I can pull that Serge Lutens up. Rick's raring. Let's see what Rick's wearing here. These Serge Lutens. Let's get the notes on this. What do we got here? Incense and musk. Yep. That's how Rick portrayed it. That's all you're getting. Sniffer's not broke. I just didn't spray enough. No COVID. All right, I'll go on to, we'll see what Spence is showing up when I'll just go on to some of the ones I kind of had planned. And when he gets in here, we'll just get him going. So this is I'll bring the notes up on this one. All right. This is one that Fragrance Fraternity Michael, he recommended to me, so I picked it up. Okay, on this way tomorrow. Oh, this is really nice. Yeah, this is really nice. Nice iris note on this. Some aromatics, a lot of woods, a little bit of tonka bean. I like myrrh. I like that note of myrrh. It's real light, warm spicy, warm amber, soft iris. This is nice fragrance. CH Men Pasión. This one right here. That's what I'm smelling. I thought somebody did. I thought it was you, Michael. That's what I'm reviewing right now. This is a nice fragrance. I really like this. Yeah, this is a winner. I could get a full bottle of this. Pretty versatile too. Yeah, this is Michael, didn't you recommend this on that live stream the other night with Pop? I wrote down a bunch. This is one I ordered. Yeah, this is a nice fragrance. I like this. This is just super versatile, just easy wear. It's covering a lot of bases too. And the iris, it's real nice. It's not huge. It's not a bunch of like a makeup bag iris. Just a real nice soft iris note. Nice. Good call on that one. I like that one. All right, I'm saving the other one. I can't do the next one until Spence gets here. I saved one for him. All right, I'll go on to this. I dug into some zaharoff, so I'll pull up the notes. Let's pull this one up. Rick, this is one of them I told you I think you're going to like. This is like a Rick scent. This is a gentlemanly scent. This is the next one. Yeah, CH Men Hot. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, that one. Wonder how that one is. You like that one? All right, it's a Zaharoff Signature Noir. Let's go to that one next. Have you guys smelled this? This is really nice. Rick, it's not for you. I like this. I thought this would be for you. It's woody and sweet, some nice aromatics, some pink pepper, some citrus notes, there's a little bit of like a darker notes, animalistic notes. What are we getting? There's definitely some animalistic notes. Really, I think this is really well crafted. This could be like a signature scent for somebody, a year-round scent. This is really nice. I think this is mature, really defined, gentlemanly. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, this is a winner to me. I like this. This is an older gentleman type scent. What's the animalic notes or whatever? Okay, there's myrrh and oud is giving the animal. That's what I'm picking up, the animalic. That really makes it to me. If it wasn't for those, I wouldn't like this fragrance nowhere near as much. It's those notes that kind of set it off. They really darken it up. Yeah, this is another winner. Signature Noir, Zaharoff. This is definitely for an older gentleman, though. If you're a younger guy, I don't think, probably wouldn't be something you'd want to wear. More of an older gentleman or whatever. But I suppose you'd be, it's kind of modernized or whatever version of something in the Fougere range. So I suppose you could pull it off as a younger guy. I like that one a lot. All right. Signature Tabac. Got another Zaharoff. All right, now we're going to go with this Signature Tabac. "35-year-old cowboy, lay off the gentleman stuff." Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You wear your hat backwards. All right, here's Signature Tabac. Have you guys tried this one, the Signature Tabac? I really like the Aurum. Yeah, this is nice. I like this. It's a tobacco scent, honey, cedar, spices, aromatics, vanilla, definitely some vanilla. It's sort of like a Tom Ford tobacco vanilla. A little different than that. Kind of calming, soothing scent profile. It's a lot like, you know, Tom Ford tobacco vanilla, or however you say it. I like this. It's just kind of close to that. So I'm kind of burning out a little bit on that scent profile. So maybe not my favorite, but I do like it. This is another nice one. But it's kind of in that vein. Let's see if anybody else is saying that about this one. It's got that powdery scent too. Yes, now this is saying similar to popular fragrances like Harad, tobacco vanilla, and Shirgui. So yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, but everybody's comparing it to tobacco to the vanilla. So yeah, I'm not the only one that thinks that. Yeah, pretty nice fragrance. I don't like it as much as the other one. Yeah, the leather tobacco is strong. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that. Not letting you join I'm not sure what the deal is with that. I'll put I'll send another link out. Maybe try another link. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. I'll try another invite link. Copy. Paste it. I don't know what else to do. You got to use a discount code to get in. If not, don't worry about it, I guess, Spence. If you can't get in on this one or whatever, figure it out. I'll just go on and I don't know what else to do. I'll just continue on. I'll just keep going and see if you can get in on that one. Pop 50 for half off of a Latina. All right. Next up, I'm going to try this Zaharoff Royale X. Yeah, I kind of like these Zaharoff fragrances. Started with the two. I had citrine, then I smelled the two the blue Seraphim blue and the Seraphim red. I like both those, and the Aurum. So I want to dig in a little bit deeper, and I'm liking these so far. I'll pull up the notes. All right, see what I get. I didn't look at the notes, by the way, but I kind of cheated and smelled a couple of these before. Royal X is a winter stand. Okay, I like this. It's clean, woody, fresh scent profile, kind of like a fougere. This one's got a different kind of animalistic. I like to use that word, undertones. It's kind of fresh and dark. I like this. I always like it when they juxtapose like aromatics with like a dark scent profiles. Yeah, this is kind of like those those fougere type fragrances. Yeah, this definitely smells like a man. I like this. So let me look at the notes now. Pull it up so I can see it. Yeah, this is definitely a fougere type. Okay, it's got the wood and the patchouli and the leather, benzoins and labdanum. Anytime you got benzoins and labdanum and oud, that's going to darken anything up. So yeah, I like this. Let's see what other people are saying about this as far as comments. I like this. Yeah, standard fougere done very well. Juniper, grass, woods, cardamom, lavender, and bergamot. A clean aftershave scent that's not too shaving cream oriented. I suppose I can agree with that. I think that's a good. I like this though. I could see wearing this one too. These are good scents. Triple X smells like after you've been with a thick Latina. Jimmy Choo and Tens, and those are both good, Pop. I think you'll like both of those. I do. I like them both. I pretty much like anything from Jimmy Choo, like everything his is good or whatever, and all those Kayed Alforsons, everything on that. That's a Tafa, right? Everything in that line, pretty good. All right. What's the next one up? Okay. Have you guys tried this Bloom The Zaharoff Signature Bloom. Let's pull it up. I'll let you guys look at the notes. I'm not trying to look at them so I can. Yes, Signature Bloom is up next. Smells like you've been with a thick Latina. All right. Pop. Got some Alpha Sons coming. Rick's going to go look at his. I think Spence is working on it, Stan. I'm not sure if it's something on my end or his end or what's going on. My internet speeds and stuff are pretty good. I checked them today, but I don't know. I had bad luck with this. I was supposed to go on Michael's one time, and I couldn't get off that. So I don't know. Something with when I'm streaming. I don't have any luck. But on with the show. Hopefully he can come back. We can figure it out. I'll if anybody else wants to come on, I'll throw the code up too, and you guys can try it. We'll all three come on. If anybody else wants me to throw the just click on those, scroll back and click on, or I'll put you a new one up if you want to hop on. I'll see you in the studio. Any of you guys can come on if you want to come on and talk about whatever. All right, Signature Bloom. Yeah, this ain't for me right here. It's good quality, not a bad fragrance. A lot of white florals. It's got petitgrain. There's probably like neroli or something in it too. Definitely leans feminine to me, a little feminine. Well blended. It's a nice fragrance. But yeah, this ain't for me. It's got that white floral thing going on. Some of that must be some coconut in this too. Let me look. I can't see the note. Yeah, there's coconut. Top note. Yeah, it's not bad. I don't know. This isn't for me. Not my type of scent profile, whatever. But it's not a bad fragrance. Not bad at all. Just not my style. If you're into this style though, like these kind of fragrances sound good to you, these white floral petitgrain neroli type fragrances, you would like it. They call it floral resinous. You would like it if you like that type of scent profile, but it does lead feminine. Yeah, I mean, I don't have no skin in the game on this. Nobody's paying me or nothing. I'm not getting any discounts, and I like what I like. And the thing is, it's all subjective. You know what I mean? Because like just because I don't like it, don't mean it's a good fragrance or whatever. Because somebody else might think it's awesome. So all right, we're gonna go with this is one I'm really excited about. This halfeti Black. That's one I'm getting into. I never liked rose. I'm just now getting into it. So I'm kind of excited to get it in this. Halfeti Black Rose. Have you guys smelled this halfeti Black Rose? All right, here's the notes on it. I didn't look at them too hard. Yeah, I like it. I'm into rose and oud fragrances right now, Stan. I don't know. I'm getting a kick out of those. I don't know how I got into those so much or whatever. But yeah, I'm really liking them. Yeah, I'm getting, and I like dark stuff with rose. Like that oud or something. If there's like an animalic note, I can't even. I'm stumbling over that word, but I like that mixed in with the rose, the florals, and that darkness. Yeah, I like this. This is good. The rose is super light here. And the name of it's good because it's definitely like a black rose because there's a lot of pepper. Maybe some green notes too mixed in. It's woody. There's some aromatics. I like this, man. This is a good fall winter scent. If you was trying to break into fragrances, this would be a good one. All right, Michael, fragrance returning. Now, if it's messing up on you too, then we definitely got a problem. So we're going to bring him on. Let me close this out. Let's bring Michael on. Michael.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good. We're all good.
All right, cool. I figured might as well try just to see if it was like a common problem or if it kept happening,
No, yeah, it's not. I'm seeing you perfect. You got any decants or anything you want to cover?
I mean, I got a million decants, but just keep going with what you got planned.
Well, I've already rolled through most of my samples or whatever because me and Spence were going to go back and forth or whatever. So I just went through a bunch of zaharoffs. I don't know if you heard that. And the last one I went over was this halfeti Black Rose. Is that what it's called? Did you smell that one ever? Did you ever smell the Zaharoff Black Rose?
No, I've only
Signature
smelled a
flavor.
couple of the zaharoffs.
Yeah, it's
You like it?
I like it a lot. I've been getting into rose fragrances lately. I never really liked rose. He's saying, Spence, you look different.
Yeah, if Spencer comes back, I'm gonna hop out because I don't want to hijack his
Yeah,
stream.
yeah, and you could. We don't have to stay on even now if you just was doing it for a test. You're not obligated to stay on or whatever. It's up to you if you were just doing it to see if the test work or if you can stay on. I'm happy to have you
I'll
on.
kick it. I'm already hanging out in the chat, but if Spencer comes back, I'll leave
Okay.
so that you guys can have the floor.
Yeah, I don't know what you heard because you were messing with that. Did you hear what I was going over all the zaharoffs? So I kind of wanted to get your opinion on some of them.
Yeah, I haven't tried a lot of them. The only ones I've tried are the two from Ross, Seraphim Red and Blue, and I've tried Citrine, and that's all.
Yeah, so I like both of those. I think I might like the red even more than the blue, maybe.
Same. I've been wearing it a little bit, and I think I like the red more too. Yeah, the pink pepper is nice.
I'd heard all these good things about citrine, so I had kind of high expectations, and I didn't care for that one. Nowhere. I like the Seraphines a lot better, but I was kind of a little bit disappointed because I heard all these things. I thought I was going to like citrine a lot more. It's not a bad fragrance. I just didn't like it as much as I thought I would.
Yeah, I didn't like it at all.
Well, we're on the same page here then. And then
It
that
smelled
signature.
like I'm gonna piss some people off, but to me, it smelled like chlorine from a pool.
It did have a little bit of that. Yeah, it for
Yeah.
sure did. Yeah, it did have a little bit of that. I smelled that too. Yeah. But a lot of people seem to love that. Haven't you got that response out of a lot of people?
Yeah, everyone is always raving about that one, how that one's like their favorite one. They want to come back and hyping it up, but
Yeah.
it's so subjective. And no shade at George. I think especially lately, he's been really generous and cool. And I'm a fan of George Zaharoff, but I gotta keep it honest with the fragrances,
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's just not something you prefer. It's got plenty of love. Yeah, Arum. Have you tried Arum? Have you tried that one?
no, that's the honey one, right?
Yeah, it's the most realistic honey note I've ever smelled. Right away, I went and found a 10 milliliter, and I didn't want to buy a whole bottle of it. I got so many, but right after I smelled it, literally, I went and found the 10 milliliter immediately because it's the most realistic honey note of anything. It's not, and it's by a long shot. It's not even close.
Okay.
I've never smelled any. So if you like a realistic honey note, that's a good one.
You've tried 40 knots, right?
Yeah, I've tried 49. I've tried the real one. I've got clones, obviously, but yeah, I
You
like
get
40.
the honey in that?
I haven't smelled that in a while. I don't remember picking up the honey note very good in that one. I'd have to go back to that and try it. Is that one got a prominent honey note?
Well, to my nose, it does. To my nose, I pick up the honey really prominently, and I pick up honey and fragrances really prominently. But I don't hear everybody mention the fact that it has honey in it because that really sticks out to me, but not everybody mentions that. So I think it's just like a genetic thing. I happen to pick up the note of honey really, really easily.
Then that might not be yeah, Mike's saving the day, AGB. Spence's wasn't working out when he came in. We were thinking it was something on my end, so Mike jumped on to see if it was something, through mine or whatever, and then he's just kind of hanging out, seeing if Spence is going to get it going. Spence he's got all that high tech stuff. It blew up my stream. It's too high tech for this simple man stream. Rick's saying my nose is broken because Rick's picking up these rubber notes in this fragrance we both like. It has like some pine and resins, and he's interpreting it as rubber, and I'm not. But his bottle might be.
Okay. As long as it's not liquid brun, it's all good.
Yeah, and then here's another one on liquid brun. Another guy I gave liquid brun to said it didn't have any performance. I was like, what? It's got good performance. So.
Oh, it's strong. I won't argue that.
Yeah. So you might not like Aurum then that much. If you get honey strong, like you might get that because it's predominantly honey, and you might pick that up and be like, wow.
Yeah, I'm pretty picky with honey. 40 knots the only one that I actually liked, and it doesn't have that much honey in it. I think one of the ones that I sent you was the honey fragrance from Mind Games. Did I send you Rui Lopez?
Yeah. I
that one had a lot of honey to my nose.
I don't remember it being that much honey, but I did pick up honey in that one. I liked all those Mind Games. Those were all a good experience.
Yeah. So that one had too much honey for me. So I think I'm just very sensitive to that. So it's a note that I've grown to enjoy more because I wasn't even digging 40 knots a couple months ago, but it really grew on me and I started wearing it and now I'm in love with it. So
isn't that fun when that happens? The fragrances you don't like or whatever, and all of a sudden, like I never liked rose oud. Now that's all I want is rose oud. Like who would have thought? A couple of years ago, I was like rose oud. Well, no, who would want that? Now that's what I want.
definitely. I had Alexandria, they throw in the little samples. So they threw in one called Red Stallion. So I didn't want to know what it was cloning. I was just like, let me just try if I like it so I don't have any bias, right? And I really dug it. And then I come to find out that it's cloning a PDM Cologne. And I have a distinct memory of like 2 years ago when I was first getting into this, I smelled Cologne. I just watched like some Jeremy Fragrance video where he was just hyping it up. And I was like, dude, Jeremy is the biggest freaking shill. Like, how could anyone like Cologne? This is garbage. And then lo and behold, 2 years later, I'm like, wow, I love this fragrance. What is it? Oh, it's Cologne. Like,
I had the same experience with the Cologne clone. I first got it, I was like, who would want to smell like this? And then I was going to sell it off, and I went back to it. I was like, you know what? This isn't bad. I kind of like this. I had the same exact experience. Tom Ford Rose Prick. You got any experience with that, anybody? I've never smelled that one. Let's pull that one up, Pop Square on that one. I'm not familiar with that one.
Was the black rose pretty masculine for being a rose fragrance?
Yes. There's barely any rose. The rose is super light. It's not a good introductory, like it, because I'm just now getting into rose, but I can already go pretty rose heavy. I've transitioned pretty quickly. It's just it's a lot of pepper, and it's got a lot of dark notes. So let me see if I can present.
Yeah, that's the one thing about rose fragrances. They come off really feminine sometimes, and that can throw me off. But when it's done right, it hits.
Yeah, here's what Pop here. He can wear real feminine stuff. So yeah, this is rose, warm, spicy. Is that is that about what it smells like? What that's showing? Let's go down to the notes and see what that is, Pop. Yeah, three kinds of rose. I'm even getting to the point where I can understand how these roses, the Turkish and Bulgarian May rose, because there is a difference. And just getting into rose, I didn't know anything about that. Obviously you can kind of click on them here and learn a little when you stream down or do a little research, and it kind of tells you about them. I'm just now getting to that point where I'm like trying to figure out the different types of roses, and there is a difference. People that are into rose fragrances, they know that. You know what I mean? I didn't know that because I just now got into them.
Have you tried 1 Million Cologne?
The new one?
No, it's old. It's this one.
I've had it about every 1 million, so I've had to try it at some point. No, I have not.
Yeah, this one is a hidden gem. It's from like 2015 or 2016, something like that. It's the only 1 million that has a cap.
It's called 1 Million Cologne?
Yeah, it's basically a mix of like the Invictus Aqua plus Rose, but Paco Rabanne's take on it.
You like it?
Really, I love it. Really good. This was my signature scent for a couple of years.
So you like rose somewhat then if you're wearing that for a while.
This is like the only rose fragrance that I really wear.
Well, before this year, I wasn't wearing any rose fragrances. I was pretty much, I'm going to look into that one. Good call.
Yeah, this one's really good. It doesn't really get much love. Most people don't really care for it, but I think you'll like it.
Yeah.
You tend to like a lot of the same stuff that I do.
Yeah. I'm in Ohio, so I go a little bit deeper and wintry and quicker than you do. You probably like a little more fresh and aquatic because you're out, out there where it's warmer. So I don't think you go into fall and winter senses deep. Other than that, on our freshies and all that, I think we're about the same. We kind of like the same stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely more of a summertime, but the performance is great on this. Amazing performance too. Like lasts all day, no problem. It's really solid, really highly slept on, and beautiful bottle too. Like, look at that.
Let me pull that one up. 1 million. See what people are saying.
Yeah, I don't think it's very highly rated. Most people don't really care for it, but I'm like one of the few that hypes it.
Well, it's not coming up that way or whatever. I'm doing the wrong search. I'm just pushing in 1 million cologne. It's not coming up that way. I'll look that up later. I'll definitely be looking into it. If it's a rose, I'm in the rose now. I'll be looking it up. So, did you try Signature Bloom ever? Did you hear me talk about that?
No, but I know that's like the white floral one, right?
Yeah, I didn't care for that. Too much white floral. It's coconutty. I don't really like that scent. It's got some aldehydic notes to it too. Yeah, I didn't like it for me. It's well crafted. If you like that kind of scent profile, it's well crafted. And some people really love that.
Yeah.
Have you tried the regular Signature Noir?
No.
It's a real good. I think you've brought this up before. That you like some of these fragrances are maybe a little bit too like gentlemanly and a little older profile for you. Did I hear you right when you were saying that? Some of these
Yeah,
are
I like more of the modern kind of
Yeah.
fougères, but then like I have random ones that I like too. Like Terre d'Hermes 0 vetiver is a really like that's not a young man's scent necessarily, and but yeah, I do like the fougères, but a little modernized. Like I'm a big fan of Tom Ford Beau de Jour. I like that one, but they don't come. Those don't necessarily come across too mature, but they still have that kind of like old school fougère construction. Basically, a lot of lavender. I love lavender.
This one might be one for you to consider. Then this is like a modern fougère, this signature noir. I really like it. It could be like a signature scent for somebody, more for an older guy, and it's almost like a 4-season because it's got like a freshness. Then it's got these dark oud and myrrh tones to it. I really like that one. That one's good. And the signature tobacco. Have you ever smelled that one?
No.
It's kind of like Tom Ford tobacco vanilla. It's kind of like that, really close to that. Chris in the house with his spiritus dye, rocking that Dua, this spiritus dye. That smells like whiskey. You smell like whiskey. That's a Killian, what is that? King single malt. That's Killian single malt, isn't it? Yeah, you're smelling like whiskey. You don't want to be driving around with that on.
Have you tried Banana Republic's tobacco and tonka beans? Speaking of tobacco vanille.
No. Is that
okay. Ooh, I mean, I rave about those Banana Republic fragrances. You know, that's kind of my shtick, or it used to be a little bit.
You got Banana Republic.
Yeah, but I've said before that's the best $20 fragrance that exists, and it's a fall and winter time scent.
Does it smell really close to tobacco vanilla, or it's a twist? It has to be a twist, or I'm not too interested.
It's not exactly the same, but
okay, I'll get it.
It's
what's it
you
called?
Know, I'm not always the biggest vanilla guy, but that one is bomb. It's called Tobacco and Tonka Bean from Banana Republic. Pops up at Ross and Burlington's for like $20. Way better quality than most $20 fragrances. You'll be shocked.
I'll look into it then. I think I'm going to start hitting the rack stores because everybody's out here getting all these rack store buys lately, and I haven't been hitting them, so I'm getting kind of excited because I got that one Tommy Hilfiger earlier in the spring. I went out to the rack store and got that one, and that excited me to get something in the wild because that never happened, so it was fun. So now I need to get out there and try it again.
Yeah, if you see Ralph's Club Elixir for $60, I'd say snag it.
yes, I definitely. I'll probably even get that new Chrome, even though it sounds like it's pretty generic, just because it'll be out in the wild if I get it. All right, Spence, I got one more. You're on here. Look at this one I got here, Spence. Soul Patchouli. You got to be watching this, Spence. This is your recommendation, and you even recommended to Ross, and Ross liked it. So I got this, Soul Patchouli. I actually got this from Rick on there. This is awesome. Yeah, this is the kind of scent I like in the fall and winter. Good hiking scent. A lot of patchouli, a lot of green notes, some sweetness. Yeah, if you like patchouli and you like dark, like green fragrances, this has got some I'm struggling with that word. Animalistic notes to it. Yeah. What is in there to make that? There's something in there. I don't think it's oud either. Chris is saying that good call. That's a banger.
Chris knows. Yeah, it is gourmand. I think that's what Spencer was, if he's talking about that one. It is like a gourmand type of feeling. But yeah, vanilla ice cream. Definitely more of the tonka bean than the tobacco in there, but it's unisex too. But yeah, it's great, especially on a cold day. You know I like sweet fragrances, so.
Yes. Yeah, this has got civet in it. That's what the darkness is, or whatever. If you know that note.
Oh, yeah, you know what that is, right?
Yeah, it's animal like urine or something, isn't it? Or secretions, or what is it?
It's like from like a cat's butt.
Yeah,
I think.
I think it's from a cat's butt. Yeah, something like that. So it has like a butt or a urine smell almost to it. Gives it that. It's definitely going to give it that animal. Like I actually like it in fragrances though. All right, here we go. Spencer's up. Let's all three go on for a minute. Spencer, you there?
Yeah, I'm grabbing something real quick.
Okay. All right. What's give us some more give us a rundown on some more Banana Republic phrases. I've got the Grasslands or something. I have that one.
Yeah, Grassland's really good. It's pretty easy going. It's like minty, kind of like a aftershave type smell. It's more of a youthful scent, but it's a fresh green, really easy to get down on a green fragrance if green is not always your biggest thing, which for me, I'm very picky about green fragrances. So I like the mintiness of that one. It's refreshing. It's got a kind of like a cooling sensation to it, like a aftershave would. They've got one called Metal Rain, which I'm a huge fan of. It is very close to Creed Silver Mountain Water, like very, very close. When I tried Creed Silver Mountain Water, the first thought I had in my mind was, wow, Metal Rain is so close to this. There are people who prefer the Armoff, the Sillage, and there are some other ones out there. Yep, that's the tobacco and tonka bean. It's got a nice purple to it. But yeah, those three are my favorites. A lot of people like to give love to Vintage Green, and for a lot of people, they really enjoy that one. I owned it and kind of sold it off after a while. It's got more of like an earthy and woody type green to it, and it's a little bit more mature than Grassland. Grassland is definitely more of a youthful scent. But you may find that you like that one as well. It does get some love. But yeah, those are the main ones to kind of keep on your radar from Banana Republic.
I actually have that, and I do like that one, but I don't have Metal Rain. All I have of that is I have a little decanted original, and I have that Armoff clone
The
of
Sillage.
Sillage, whatever. Yeah, what do you think of Sillage as a clone of that?
I haven't tried it, and I haven't really had the need to because I'm really happy with Metal Rain. But from what I have heard, is it's pretty synthetic, but it has good performance, better than Silver Mountain Water. I do have the Milestone from the Armoff, and of all the clone houses out there, I think Armoff is kind of towards the bottom of quality. But yeah, people love that one, and once it dries down, it's okay.
Yeah, this is actually really good for the price, and I do have Silver Mountain Water as well.
Yeah, you think it's pretty close, Spence?
I love it because it's sharp. It projects. Silver Mountain Water is a little bit more clean clothes vibe to it. This is more of a sharp tone. This lasts longer. Milestone is nice too, and I do have Millesime Imperial as well. Those are two that I really like from Armoff when it comes down to if I'm comparing the two.
Chris is asking me. He turned me on the other night to the Frank Oliver Oud Vanilla. I liked it. I didn't do a full. All I did was pretty much take it out of the box. I sprayed it on my arm, and I wore it around that night or whatever. But I didn't really study it or anything. I just kind of threw it in my winter. With my winter like fragrances or whatever. I kind of put it in with designers, and I'm gonna review it when it comes winter. So I didn't study it. So when I do this content, it actually makes me sit down and study my fragrances, because if not, I just grab them like that and throw them in a container and onto the next. I got so many fragrances, I just get swallowed up by them all. So when doing content, when I'm talking about it, it kind of helps me to learn about it, and take the time to study it. So I'm going to study that one, Chris. I'll put content on it eventually, but it's in my winter pile. I'm still working through my fall stuff. Matt Lusk in the house. What's up, Matt? What's your scent of the day, Matt? Or you've been wearing about 3 or 4?
Spencer, what do you think about Mephisto versus Silver Mountain Water?
You hear that, Spence?
Hold on 1 second, because I'm not awake. I'm away from.
All right, he's still getting set up.
I'm like I'm just grabbing stuff as you guys talk about it. I haven't checked out that from Xerjoff. I am gonna get the Geno Uomo first when I do pick it up.
For sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you watched much of his stuff, Michael? He's got some really nice scents. He's got a lot of high end stuff.
Spencer. I've just been getting into his channel a little bit, and I vibe with him, which is what I can see. It's just really hard to watch everybody.
Yeah.
And I kind of have like 3-4 people that I watch a lot. So it's just tough to make the content and also consume it. So it's kind of like it's tough to watch everybody. But yeah, I definitely need to check out more of his stuff. And I was in the live stream the other day, which was really cool. So
what's your channel? Let me add it real quick.
It's Fragrance Fraternity.
Spencer, his description fragrances are really good. Yeah. He does like he doesn't do segments or nothing. He just does like a long run on thing, covers like 10 fragrances at once with just top of his mind or nothing scripted. And it's really good. He's really good.
Yeah.
His descriptions are great.
I see. It's one of those things. Like I'm looking at you, I'm looking at your face, and then you tell me fragrance fraternity. Like, yeah, I've seen you around a bunch of times, had conversations with you and that type of thing. That's how the space is. Like if I was looking at Vince on the street, I'd be like, who the hell is this guy? You know what I mean? But it's a lot of people in this space, man. Now, did you get the bottle of Sicily, Vince?
No, I just got I ordered a 10 milliliter thinking I would burn through that and maybe get a bottle, but I haven't even burned through that 10 milliliter. I do a lot of 10 milliliters anymore.
10 mils is a lot, especially when you have the collection that you have.
Yeah.
10 mils is a lot. What'd you think about, have you sprayed this yet, the Sol Patchouli?
Yeah, I just did that one. Did you hear my thing? Did you hear me?
No, I didn't. I was away.
Here's what I thought of it. I thought it was I love it. I'd like to get a bottle of it. It's obviously super heavy on patchouli. There's some green notes. It's sweet. Just really nice. I like that. I looked it up. I knew there was an animalistic tone. It was that civet I could pick up on it. I really like that darkness that civic added to it or whatever. I really liked it. I thought that was an excellent fragrance. Good call. I like that one. Yeah, I like those kind of like in the winter and fall, out hiking and out in the woods and stuff, or even just lounging around. I love those kind of scents in the fall and winter. That's a good one.
This is me cheating to get on StreamYard. This isn't my setup. That's how I'm able to get on right now. I'll work on that later on, and we'll have a regular live stream. So I'm just on a camera and a virtual mic right now.
It's working.
Yeah, this is a different type of a patchouli, as far as it, it's something different that you'd get from Tuxedo, earthy, dirty type of patchouli. This is very green, a little bit powdery, and that patchouli is, in the mid. Well, it's actually on the top notes, the mid and the base. Beautiful fragrance, and I think they go for about $119 on discounters. Solid pickup for 100 mil.
I'm getting the. We got one more coming to the stage, Matt Lusk. Matt Lusk.
Yeah, Matt.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, man, I got some fragrances coming from Fat Boy, man, but they're supposed to be here like 7 days ago. UPS is messing up. Like a couple of yours are in there.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
What's Island of Paradise, Matt? What were you wearing? What is that?
That's gonna be John Paul Gaultier, like the inspiration of John Paul Gaultier, the island. What's that, Paradise Island or whatever that is, with Baccarat and Virgin Island water.
I know Spencer and most people on here. Do you know Matt Lusk? He does mirror image fragrances, Michael. Have you ever heard of mirror image or any of that? He does those blends. He does a lot of blends, and then he does he does clones. He does the oils and everything himself.
Very cool.
My hands on him.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where, like, I like fragrances in general, but I think a lot of it is there's a misconception of like the whole clones and stuff. A lot of these guys like front like they're actually doing a lot more than they are. You know what I mean? Everyone's doing the same thing. So at the end of the day, I try to bring a little bit more transparency to the whole mix of it all, in theory. So yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, we talked about that on Fat Boy stream.
No, I think a lot of it is too, when you're mixing like clone oils and then saying it's like a niche fragrance, and people are actually buying it at a niche price, and then hyping it up as a niche, in that theory, I've made like hundreds and hundreds of niche fragrances by mixing clone oils, but at the end of the day, there is a little bit of a science to it, but it's not like I'm not in a lab making essence and oils or using natural essences and oils in that sense, like where you're building up a perfume. But still not knocking it. It's a cool thing. Get to try a lot of different stuff, a lot of inspirations of things. But yeah,
Fat Boy really likes your stuff, man. So I'm excited to get my nose on some of them and see what they're about. Damn, USPS, man. It's in Santa Monica right now. It's been there for like 6 days.
Yeah. Sometimes that happens. I know I've had that happen lately a lot with USPS, just in general. The post office one day, it might get to you the next day, and then some other time it's 14 days. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
I went and grabbed my Amazon package today from my neighbor's house. I saw the picture. I was like, that's not my house.
I've
Are
had
you guys in
that
California?
many times.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
looking around like, where's that house at?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've had packages delivered that I've sent to put people through UPS, and the picture is at somebody else's house, and they're like, "Hey, that's not my house. This guy sucks." So what are you guys? You guys are.
you know, you,
Go ahead.
you know what's funny is I saw the guy down the street at In-N-Out because the Amazon was still out there. So I went to In-N-Out and I'm like, hey man, dropped it off at the wrong house. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, yeah. Luckily, my neighbors selling their house, so nobody's there. But you never know.
Yeah, usually on my Amazon, it's just a picture of a doormat, so it's kind of hard to narrow a house down from a doormat, you know. And then Amazon, when I call them, you're just talking to like a chat bot usually. But I've had pretty good success with getting everything resolved we do a lot on Amazon. I've had pretty good success with them, you know, resolving it or giving me my money back or getting it to me eventually. So can't complain too much.
Yeah, I know with Amazon. I know with Amazon, they quit doing like where you could actually talk to someone. You used to be able to like put in a number and they'd call you, like if you didn't want to deal with like the AI chatbot. But now it's kind of got to the point where that's the only thing that you can do to resolve an issue is through that.
Yeah, and once it goes far enough, they'll finally put you on with like a representative. If it continues on, you're not getting resolved, whatever. Because I've had to do that even on more higher dollar ones that got sent somewhere wrong or lost.
Yep.
And then I've even had like packages ripped. They deliver like an empty box and it's like a hole in the box. Like the bottom of whatever was in it clearly fell out and they just sat the box there empty. Like, what? You had to know there wasn't nothing in there when you put the box there. So yeah, but it always gets resolved. And I love Amazon, honestly. It's awesome to be able to sit home and just have it come right to my door.
What do you guys have that you're excited about that's on the way?
I'm not sure.
I have Mancera Sicily on the way since we were talking about that. I've been kind of putting off getting it for a while, but saw it on Forever Luxe for $59 for a 4-ounce tester. And I figure that's a pretty good price to scoop it up.
Perfect. Their testers are really nice too. They still got caps on them. So if you get a tester, you still get the cap. This reminds me of another Mancera. I don't know. Do you have a lot of Manceras or no?
I have a decent amount. I have like 7.
I'm gonna grab some that smells similar to this. You might have something that's you might already have.
I've got a lot of Mancera samples, like 10 milliliter, 5 milliliter, And
yeah, those don't count, Vince. Though.
I know. I'm a DECANT reviewer.
You know what I mean? That who knows? They could have pool water in those. You never know. It's not the real bottle.
Yeah, I'm a DECANT reviewer.
Yeah.
What I'm excited about fragrances coming is I got a bunch of rose oud decants coming, like a bunch of higher end stuff. I'm excited about that, including that Nishane Neffs. I want to get my nose on the real Nishane Neffs. That's on the way. It's part of that one. I thought it was going to be here for this live. That's what it was showing. Then I looked and it got held up in Texas.
That'd be the closest thing to it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I tried that one.
Yeah. So they're going to be similar to each other. Very similar, actually. Sicily's going to be more on the feminine end. This one's going to be more of the, I would say more unisex. I love them both. So you can't go wrong, man. They're worth it. That's actually a good dent for me. This is probably the 2 biggest dents on the Manceras that I have right now.
Have you tried Vetiver Sensual?
Vetiver Sensual is really nice too. Vetiver Sensual, yeah, Vetiver Sensual and this are going to be kind of similar to each other. Vetiver Sensual is really nice.
I got my first Aaron Terrence Hughes decant. I got the one just called Homme, Homme. It's kind of like a Dior Homme Intense fragrance, but a little less lipsticky on the iris, a little darker, a little more masculine. Super like projection and sillage on this thing. It's just beast mode.
Let me grab my Manceras. Is that the best iris fragrance you ever smelled, Vince?
It's up
Ross said it was like one of his top.
It's up there. Definitely. Yeah, this is way up there. Pop's got stronger with you on the way. Yeah, you're gonna love that one, Pop.
Yeah, I think I heard Pop say that he was looking for another stronger with you. I see Black Gold right there.
Dude, I love Black Gold.
Me too.
love black gold.
We're just talking about decants, Matt. I know Matt's got a bunch of decant stuff. We've tried. That's what we're talking about. Man, Matt gets his nose on a lot of fragrances. So.
Oh yeah.
All right, so these are all the ones that I own. So Vetiver Sensual.
What do you think of that one? Explain that one to me. I don't know.
I like it. It's easygoing. It's cool. It's probably my least favorite right now, but I still like it. It's the most easygoing vetiver fragrance you'll probably ever try. If you're not a fan of vetiver, you can still get down with this. It's basically just citrusy, fresh with that Mancera like floral backbone that they kind of all share that we've kind of alluded to.
Is it kind of like the Guerlain? There's a Guerlain that's got Guerlain Belvedere one that is real popular or was popular. Le Bois.
Never smelled that one.
Spencer?
I don't know. I think because you know
Chad, he would know the Guerlain. He's a Guerlain nut. He would probably know it.
And then this is my number one from the house, Black Gold. I absolutely love this fragrance. It's like, I describe it as a piece of charcoal took a shower because it's got aquatics, but it's also got like a patchouli and like some incensey darkness. It's a really interesting combination of dark and aquatic notes coming together. This is definitely something maybe a little bit more dressed up, maybe a little bit more special occasion of a fragrance, but it's just completely enveloping and will set you in a really like elegant, classy mindset for me, at least.
Do you get lavender? Do you get lavender with that one?
Yeah, definitely get some
So is it more like a not like a barbershop scent, but like it has a barbershop scent quality to it with the lavender, but then it's got a more smoky quality to it?
Definitely. I can pick up that for sure, Matt. Did you get the twist on, or did you get the new?
No, I have the magnetic one.
Okay.
Think Acqua di Gio Profumo. Doesn't smell exactly like it, but just think Acqua di Gio Profumo. Similar thing that it's doing. Aquatic with some like dark incense type tie-in.
But it's more amped up on the darkness.
It's just as aquatic as Acqua di Gio Profumo, I would say. Just as aquatic.
Yeah, it's
got a violet leaf. That's what one thing that it's ozonic, like from the violet leaf.
That's cool.
Really good one. And then this one gets a lot of love. Some people say it's overhyped, and I understand why, but I do enjoy it.
Which one is that?
French Riviera.
Yeah, I like that one. It's not great. I had higher expectations than I thought or whatever, but I still like it. It didn't meet my expectations, honestly, but it's still a nice fragrance. I do like it.
Yeah, anytime.
I love it, man. I'm in California. Shout out.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
It's really good for California.
This is perfect. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's citrusy. It doesn't have too much of that sunscreen vibe to where it comes across like coconutty and thick. It's balanced pretty well in that way. And it doesn't come across too feminine either, even though it does have a good dose of white floral, specifically the Tyre flower.
You said Profumo, right? Was it Profumo or Profundo?
Profumo is kind of the one, and I can't take credit for that. Dedrick Hicks came up with that analogy.
I kind of agree with that because I hadn't put that to it until he said that, because I have that one too. And it's when he said that, it's like that's it. That kind of makes sense. That kind of brought it together for me too.
And then this is another freshie. This one is pretty like sharp, Cosmic Pepper. It's kind of like the Alorum Sport scent profile, but it's got a very prominent pink pepper, like maybe too prominent. Some people kind of criticize the blend on it, saying that it pokes out a little bit. I don't mind it. I tend to enjoy kind of like sharp, in your face, aggressive fragrances, so I kind of like that about it. Nice. It also does have a little bit of cardamom, so like a mix of maybe 15% La Nuit de l'Homme style cardamom, but 80% of that Chanel Alorum Sport citrus, woody, aromatic type freshness with a dominant pink pepper note.
This is a lot more aquatic than Black Gold is. I just want a side by side. I get, like, if you smell one of them, you think of the other one. This is so much more smoky and dark, the Black Gold, and I'm actually preferring the Black Gold. And it might just be I'm looking forward to the fall time. But this is the magnetic cap version of Perfumo.
Yeah, I've never even worn close to side by side. So good point. You're doing a side by side. I got one here. You guys ever heard of this Deep Forest one? It's one called Deep Forest.
I
have heard of that. Yeah.
It's kind of strange. I don't know. It doesn't smell like I thought it was going to be a Deep Forest or whatever. I'm not a big fan of it. You know, it's got it's all over the place. There's a lot of violet, a little bit of florals. You know, some oud and cloves. You know, weird spices.
Saharan wind is really good as well.
I haven't tried that.
A lot of cardamom, but it's still got a freshness to it. This is very nice.
That's the wind blowing through the spice market one, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I want to try that one.
That.
I know what was last year was the hype beast was Tonka Cola for the fall time last year. Everyone was really and I actually really like it. I just feel like the performance of it is not that strong. It doesn't last that long on my skin. I don't know why. Did you get that from them as well?
On mine, it's decent performance. It's okay.
Yeah, I get decent longevity out of it.
I do like the way that one smells though. You know what I mean? I layered that one with Tom Ford Lost Cherry, and I tried it with Tom Ford. What's it? The smoked one, the smoked cherry.
This is Black Line. This is rose and oud, but it's like a watery type of rose, so it's different. It's not going to be your deep dark winter fragrance for rose oud, but it's nice. If you've ever smelled rose water, it's pretty nice.
I like it. Lemon lime as well. Lemon lime.
Yeah, that one's really
funny. You know what's funny? I saw this and I was in a rush on Frag By. I thought that's what I wanted.
They look so similar, yeah.
And I told Ross, I was like, "Oh man, I messed up," and he's like, "Oh well, you might win," and it is nice. I'm glad I got it because Black Line, I like Xerjoff Neo. Get a lot of greens and beautiful bergamot and all that good stuff. So I'm good with that. I really, I want it. I want Black Line just to spray up, on a warmer day, and I'll have it next year. But I did mess up. The bottles look extremely similar.
I'd have to say my top one would be the Oud Lemon Mint, which is, I don't know if you smell that one.
I have. Nice. I have a sample of that one. I'm not out there balling with these bottles, but I like that.
Fig Ecstasy. Oh yeah, he's got Oud Lemon Mint there.
Yeah.
Fig Ecstasy is one that I'm a huge fan of, and I know there's a guy, John Carlo, who's a big fan of this, but we're definitely in the minority of how much we like this one. It's not as tart. Fig can come across really tart smelling sometimes.
Yep.
This one is more of like the fig milk, so it's like milky and creamy. It's a really interesting take on fig. It's mainly a woody fragrance, like that's the number one thing, but it's like woody, milky with a bit of a creaminess to it. It's really solid. It's probably not going to blow your mind. Like if you have big expectations shout out to John Carlo. If you have big expectations when you try this, it might disappoint you. But if you just come into it thinking like this is just a nice daily wear masculine fragrance with a bit of a fig twist and just something chill, or you don't come into it thinking it's going to be like the best, craziest smelling thing ever, just take it for what it is. You find that you really, really like it. At least I do. It's one of my favorite woody fragrances.
So do you feel it's pretty smooth with that latonic kind of vibe behind it? It probably doesn't, it's not super overpowering, but then that fig kind of brings it all together.
Super office safe and interesting and masculine with that creaminess.
Have you ever smelled Diptyque? What's that? Philosophius or Philosophius?
Yeah, that one's got a lot. That one's a fig fragrance for sure. Shout out to Joanne.
That one, instead of the milk note in that, they use coconut, like a coconut note. And whenever I smell that from a fig, like a fresh fig kind of thing, it's got that fig and wood. And it's one of their more popular ones from the line from Diptyque. I don't know, with the whole Diptyque line, for me, sometimes it's just really fresh. Like everything just kind of has this like nice subtle thing. Nothing's overpowering. But yeah, that one would be one maybe you could smell, and it would smell similar to that in a way.
This is for Vince that thinks that I don't have any clones and I'm too fancy. You know what I'm saying? Here's
Nice.
my first 3 duos.
He
Oh,
found
those are your first 3? Wow.
Yeah.
I
What made
saw
you
exotic.
trigger on those? Why?
I got these from Juan, and I've smelled a lot of duos. I think I have like 100 decants. They just never been something that I gravitated to, but they got some nice scents and they got some horrible scents.
he was using those to stack up his other scents. They're just like spacers.
Yeah, now this one is nice. 2-shot caramel. As you could tell, I'm just getting into them. You could see the levels on that. That's not really, but I do like it. This one's supposed to be Mula Mula, so caramel, 2 caramel shot.
Oh yeah, that's the double Mula Mula double caramel.
And that was the red one, right?
Yeah, because there's Mula Mula, which is just a straight one, but that one you have there is Mula Mula double caramel, which is it's a more gourmand version of Mula Mula.
I've been wanting to get Mula Mula.
Nice. It's very gourmand.
Yeah, yeah. From what I could tell, and then of course the Milk Patrol shout out. Everybody talks about the Milk Patrol. This is coconut milk, and then the other one that I have smells like Mugler, from the Amen line. I believe.
Exotic Hammer is.
Those are 2 good ones, Michael.
Yeah, I think Vince, you sent me a decant of Exotic Hammer.
I think it's good. I like it.
I think it's pretty good. Yeah.
$20 that you can get this one.
What's up?
You can get Exotic Hammer. I was looking at the Duo site. It's $20 right now, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And then this one is the Blue Talisman clone.
Yeah. Okay. How was that? Did you feel like it was pretty close to the Blue Talisman itself?
Never tried the real thing. Wasn't a huge fan at first, but it definitely grew on me, and I legitimately like it now.
How prominent is the pear in that for you? Is it pretty
prominent?
So I have like some different clone oils of that. So I have one that's very heavy on the pear, so it's like super pear forward, and then I have another one that I smelled, and it's not that, it doesn't have as much pear in it. It's more well balanced. Now that one, I've actually smelled the real Blue Talisman, and it does not have that strong of a pear. So I'm assuming a lot of the oils, and a lot of these oils are all similar in nature, but I'm assuming the one that Duo is using for that is got that more pear forward. It's a lot, because for me, it's almost too sweet, that the one I've used before, but I have to blend it into stuff. But then that 1-for-1 of the Blue Talisman that I've smelled, it's pretty on par with the, like, more well-rounded in the pear. I don't know if anyone else has smelled Blue Talisman by like the OG, the original, but
I have not got the extra Hilo yet. No.
Yeah.
I do have the real Summer Hammer though.
Yeah, that one's
and this is close.
Yeah, I felt like that was a really good one.
I have your Blue Talisman, Matt, and it's almost identical. I did a side-by-side with Duo when, it's been a while, but they were almost identical. So whatever version I got from you is almost identical to the Duo Blue Talisman.
So
yeah, which one I got from you.
I had someone do like a side-by-side that Jay Cox, he's in like the fragrance marketplace group, real big guy on like buying stuff, and he did a side-by-side with the one oil that I had from Blue Talisman, and he's a big fanatic of Blue Talisman in general, and he was like, he's like, yours is like 98%, and he wouldn't bullshit me. I know Jay all too well to, he would not be like, oh, this is not, it's not close. But at the end of the day, like for me, I always try to source stuff, and Vince knows all too well with me is like, I'll source these oils and I'll go to the store and I'll smell, or if I don't already have a decant of it, I'll smell them side by side. And if it's something that it's like not even close, if it's in like the 70% range, I have like a huge box like underneath all this stuff full of just stuff that didn't work out. Like, because at the end of the day, you're not making it. So if it doesn't smell right, well, I'm a huge proponent on not pushing it out there to other people.
Matt is a perfectionist in all areas.
What's up, man?
Matt is a perfectionist in all areas. Go ahead, Spencer. Sorry.
What's up, Spence?
You got Instagram?
Yeah, I have an Instagram. Like with my Instagram and just in general social media, it's really hard to keep track of like everything. And you guys know, utilizing YouTube and all these social media platforms, TikTok and everything. I mean, you have to kind of stick with one. And for me, I don't even really like mess with it all that much because I still have like this whole like fragrance stuff is just kind of for fun. Like my photography Instagram is where like it's been verified for like years.
I
And
mean, Vince is kind of a celebrity in Ohio, so he has a really tough time. So he can probably relate. I mean, he can't even go out without people harassing him at this point.
Well, when he's canoeing, spraying, they already know that's they're like, hey, that's a guy that canoes and sprays his cologne.
Yeah, if you guys don't watch Vince's shorts, you're missing out. This man has got the shorts game
on lock.
The comedy is nonstop. So,
dude, who else does a hot tub set? You know what I mean?
I'm planning on doing a full review in the hot
the
tub.
hot tub one.
There's gonna be a full review, like 10 fragrance review out of the hot tub this winter.
Dude,
I forgot about the hot tub
when
one.
We pulled out the things out of the hot tub. Dude, I've been meaning to get in touch with Vince to give him some critiques on some stuff. But yeah, like I miss those like the shorts are where he kills it, dude. Like some of the stuff, no one else. Yeah, look at this.
Everybody's trying to tell I ain't going over the bar. I'm going over the bar there. It's just the angle. My chin is going over the bar.
My favorite is Vince when you gave the quote unquote medical advice.
Oh, that was on one of your shorts.
And he got
called the doctor. I like that one too. I thought that was well done.
That was
That's one of my favorites too.
He got flagged because they said he was giving out medical advice.
Yes, they got mad, real mad about that. I was like, obviously, I'm just joking. And once I told them, like, obviously, I'm just joking, it's sarcasm, they kind of rescinded everything, left me alone.
Hey, Matt, I was asking about Instagram because if you could send me some California lists, like what you think I should check out from your house. I have your spreadsheet and it's ridiculous.
Dude. And that was just like me just going crazy because like what it is like, and this is just kind of giving that transparency thing. Like what it is sometimes you'll get from these distributors that supply these oils or these 1-for-1s. They'll give you this huge list. And like for me at the time, I'd be like, oh, I'll buy a sample of this, sample of this, sample of this, sample of this. And I was buying like crazy amounts of samples of stuff because at the end of the day, like I wanted to see where it kind of like sat, how it smelled. But yeah, going back to what you're saying from like a California stuff, a lot of my stuff I like is right now is like the blue stuff, anything blue, anything tropical. I know the one, I really want to get my nose on it because I have like just the oil of it, which is Midnight Moon, like what is it called? Simon, I'll pull it up here.
Matt's in Texas. He's full of heat, and he's got every aquatic citrus
Ocean of
that you can think of. He's got
Ocean of a Midnight Moon by Simon Andrelli. It's crazy. It smells kind of like if you took Blue Day
Sam Andrade.
Yep.
Right? Yeah, okay.
You have that one, Spencer?
No, I need to get into that house. He's been around for a minute.
So yeah, that one there, it smells like if you had like upgraded masculine version of Blue Day Chanel, which Blue Day Chanel itself is like iconic, right? Like everyone has smelled it. Everyone knows that kind of profile. But if you take that and you just amp up the like C notes a little bit more and make it just a lot more richer, because like Blue Day Chanel, sometimes like even with the parfum, it's rich, but it's not got that depth. Like you'll spray it on, you bask in it, okay, cool, and it kind of fades. And it's a lighter blue, but with that one, at least with the oil that I have, it's something super strong. I just mixed it the other day with Virgin Island water. This oil that I had, this Virgin Island water oil that I had, that was like super good. Mix those two together, and it was just like intense. Like I was like tropical blue. It was like everything I wanted, and that's kind of where like with a lot of my stuff that I own, like their OGs or just whatever, I always wanted to have something like maybe more from the scent. So now when I have the ability to like blend my own with like the oils, it's a whole different ball game. So, and then a lot of the times some of the stuff people come up with, I'm like, damn, I would never come up with that. What is that one?
This is the parfum right here. I have the bottle. It just happens to be in this bucket. You know.
Well, that's the Blue Day Chanel parfum.
Yeah. I have the EDT, I have the EDP, and I have
I have the
parfum,
I have the EDT. I have the EDP. I have some ones here. I'm gonna grab some scents too that are not just my stuff. Hold on a second.
Spencer's got he's got crates full of fragrances he's pulling out now, just stuffed in crates.
Yeah, well, I just figured here's Virgin Island water right here. I don't know if you could see it; it's kind of rubbed out.
I actually got a full bottle of that, Spence. I got you on that one. I have a real full bottle of that one.
Well, a lot of this stuff I have bottles of. It's just you
I
got to
don't
put
have
your
you then. I thought I had you. Sorry about that. I stand corrected.
Like there's Creed Silver Mountain Water. We were talking about that earlier. Just a bunch of stuff. You know how Juan is with his auctions. You're gonna get a lot of stuff that you already have.
Have you guys ever smelled this brand here? Oh gosh.
No. It looks like it says Macari almost.
Macari. Yeah, and it's like a clone kind of style, like Middle Eastern. And there's something about this profile of this Devotion, and then there's another one I have, it's a blue one. They're amazing. Like, it's one of my favorite like Middle Eastern style dupes. And I don't see that many people talk about it. I do see people on Fragrant Marketplace sell it. They have another line called like a Prisma line, which is like a green bottle. I can't think of what his name is. But he's the guy that on Fragrant Marketplace, he sells like a bunch of like testers. It starts with an R, like Ralphie or something. But anyways, I see him sometimes post about this on there. But for some reason, he's in Dallas too. But for some reason in Dallas, they have a lot of this brand at the mall in different places, but not like the little sketch part in the mall. It's like in like actual like perfume stores. It's really weird.
What's that one cloning?
I don't know what it's cloning. That's the thing.
Oh.
They don't. It's just its own thing. It's It just says sheep ray musk. Absolute. Like it's. I'll have to send you a decant of this, Vince, and you'll get your nose on it.
You like it?
Oh, this one is like beast mode. Let me see if I can pull it up here.
This is Alexandra's God of Zion. This
I like
is really
that.
Oh, I've heard that one's really good.
Yeah, I'm almost done.
He does a blend. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's Vince. If you get a chance, look it up. It's called Patek Mason.
Patek Mason.
Yeah, and the ones that people really, really like are this. They have a Vert line, which is this green Vert one, and then supposedly this luminous ghost. Everyone's like goes crazy about it, and it's supposed to smell like Bond Number 9, Lafayette Street.
I like that one.
It's bergamot, apple, vanilla, ambergris, tonka beans, and white musk.
Got some Essenza.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
That's rare.
There's not much of that going around.
Yeah,
I'm gonna start digging through these and finding some cool stuff.
I got a good one right here. I've been doing this Rwanda line. You know that they're out of Malaysia. This is Iris Ambrette. So it's like a woody aromatic profile. The lavender in this thing is really nice. It kind of gives off like a violet. Have you ever smelled a lavender that gives off like a violet scent profile? That's how this one is. And the Ambrette note is really good on this. They really use high quality Rwanda. I'm really impressed with this house.
What's that?
What's that?
Good.
There's so many duos out there, man. I don't know what these ones even are. This is Poseidon, which I think is what, Elysium?
That's Venice. Poseidon is a Venice.
Have you guys ever smelled Barani? B-R-I. Brioni or Brioni?
Yeah.
Have you smelled the violet one? How strong the violet?
They're all violet. yeah.
No, but the one that's the EDP. It is so
EDP,
strong.
that's the most violet. Yeah, that's the original, I think.
Man, that thing is like, I've not smelled any perfume or fragrance that is that strong on violet. Because I know someone had mentioned violet. I can't think of anything that's more violet than that.
That one is super violet. That's
like, it reminds me of the
touch.
Like the violet little candies. You know, like the have you ever had those? They're like they're purple.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
They're vintage. So oh my god,
you like the Eclat, Spencer?
Huh?
You like the Eclat?
I like Eclat. Yeah, it's cool for California because you could dress it up a little bit. It's got something else to it besides like just an aquatic nature. You get some rose in here.
That's the only one that doesn't have violet in it.
Yeah, it doesn't have violet. You know, the intense is nice too. It's got like a very wearable oud note to it. It's very sweet, woody. It's nice. You know, the quality on these with the magnetic caps and everything. Yeah, for the price point, you can't go wrong with the line so far. I didn't try the green one, which is what is it, essential or something like that?
Yeah, I just looked up. It's essential.
Yeah.
It's more what patchouli, and it's got that tomato leaf.
I like tomato leaf.
Man, what's that called that just came out? Mason Margiela, like from the garden or something, or the garden one. It literally smells like you were in the garden pulling up like weeds or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You know what though? Stuff like that is great because you know every now and then you might want to smell weird. You might want to smell like just dirt and soil, or you know, you're like, hey, this is the day to wear, you know, something awkward.
What smells like Narciso Rodriguez or whatever, for him, the original smells like wet dirt and concrete and a little bit of violet. Not the blue noir.
Sounds good to me.
The original, the one that's the gray bottle.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Wet concrete is what I hear people describe it as.
But like literally, it smells like concrete. Like I can't even.
I actually like fragrances like that have those weird notes. I like those a lot of times, more in the cooler weather, but I do like those kind of fragrances.
Have you guys tried the replica When the Rain Stops?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That one's kind of got a little bit of that, but it's a little fresher.
Yeah, I'd say it's a little fresher than that.
Yeah.
I got one here. Michael, we talked about this one, the Hindu Kush. That man,
yeah, I want to try that one.
I'm a fan of that Camus mode. It's sweet. Like it dries down. Let me spray this. It's like it's
a
oriental,
solid scent. It's got that Middle Eastern flair, but it smells like definitely has that cannabis kind of vibe. A lot of the ones Vince and we've talked about this before, Vince, is a lot of those cannabis scents, they don't really like capture what like a sweet cannabis. It's just kind of rough, or they take cannabis and they just make it where they say cannabis, but it's smoke, literally just a smoky scent.
Yeah, I don't like it when it's a smoky. I like more the bud. This one's just a real light cannabis. It's resinous.
It's fresh too. Yeah, it's fresh.
Yeah, I do really like that one.
Yeah,
it's interesting. I like it. I think it's a nice scent. You like it, Spencer?
I like it a lot. A lot of clone houses do weed really well, like the cannabis notes, some danky stuff. Pineapple Express or whatever. I don't know who makes that one. Blueberry Kush. Blueberry Kush is another one.
Oh yeah, Blueberry Kush is great. That's who's that? That's Essential Obsessions.
Oh yeah.
You get Black Afghano. One of my Desire Toxic has a little bit in it, but it's not really dank weed or anything like that. It's super light.
Carolina Herrera's got a couple with that pear, that one with the pear. He's got a couple.
Gillian's
got one, a real nice dark, dank, weed note. I got a lot of cannabis fragrances.
Here's a sketch for you, Vince. I've got a short for you. You should do a Vince 420 fragrance review sense of all your cannabis ones. It would probably be pretty funny. You could do something where, you know, I mean, you could take it, you could really be goofy with it, but you could also make it where
some stinky weed right here. This is the Le Parfum.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one's stinky, sticky, icky.
I like that. I like that one actually. That one's awesome. That's one of my favorites of all the cannabis ones. That's one of my favorites.
I agree with you. Ross doesn't like it though.
Yeah, I heard him say that. I love it.
I feel like the new 1 million, the one with the gold one.
Gold, yeah.
That one really has that weed note to it to me.
Hold on, I'm having trouble seeing you, Pop. I see Pop's trying to come on. I gotta get him up. All right. I didn't see you there. Pop's on too. Pop.
Pleasure to share the screen with you finally, my guy.
I know, right?
What Rick's out here turning out. What do you got, Pop? You got a sample here? Give us something. You're up.
Y'all can hear me?
Yep.
Where's those clouds at?
I know.
There they go.
Yeah. Man.
I got you, Matt.
I saw it. I saw that cloud.
It's coming.
Spencer out here getting wild. I got another Mancera here too. This Holidays. Have you guys tried this one? Holidays?
I have not tried it. I heard it's very beachy.
Definitely very
Like
beachy.
suntan lotion. You
Yep.
know what I like from that's kind of like that suntan lotion is we were just talking about the house 1 million the parfum. I have a couple
Parfum.
of that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love that one actually.
Like, are you talking about sunscreen?
Yeah, sunscreen,
Sunscreen,
coconutty, white floral, like.
It's a
There it
tuberose.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what gives it that.
I feel
It's
like
really nice.
I feel like that. Gosh, what is that brand? Vacation.
That's the elixir right there, Pop.
Yeah.
Super sweet, man. That shit is crazy sweet.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is, man.
I love it.
I spray this one all the time just because I love it. I always go back to it.
Just cause, right? You just
Yeah.
want to go to the beach.
I
You know,
love
when-
sweet fragrances, so
My buddy went to Hawaii and he's like, "You got a bunch of fragrances. I need one for Hawaii." I said, "I got one for you."
this one's the goat though.
That is great.
God, Lucky. That's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hands down the best flanker. Because I know people always try to hype up Privé or whatever, and I'm like, because it's gourmand, but I really like Lucky the best.
This one good too, but no one knows or talks about it. I'm one of the only people that like it.
The cologne.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Matt knows.
that's super hard to find.
Yeah.
I got this is actually my second bottle because I finished my first one. I got this from I think Forever Lux on eBay. It wasn't too bad. It was hard to find there for a minute, but
'Cause
you can get it right now.
I remember they were going to discontinue Privé, and then everyone, he's got the Privé right there with the Lucky.
Yep. Dang, Spence.
But the cologne one, I've never got like my nose on it, but I've heard it's really, really good.
I love it.
It's like a fresher take of the original 1 million DNA, right?
It doesn't smell like the original DNA at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not to my nose. It's kind of like if you took Invictus Aqua, that style, very aquatic, and put some fresh rose. The fresh rose is definitely the most prominent thing.
Huh.
And I'm very picky with my rose fragrances.
Yeah.
This is my favorite rose fragrance, basically.
Yeah,
It's
sometimes
very fresh.
Sometimes
Summery.
I heard you talk about this earlier, the Frank Olivier or whatever. For $15 or $20, not bad. This one smells like Oud Bouquet.
I just got that one. I haven't spent any time with it. I sprayed it on my arm and put it away. Like I do a lot of fragrances. I'm come back to them.
Yeah, that's a love it or hate it. And you know what? They just got that cologne back in stock, I think, somewhere. I think I saw it, and it was like a regular, I don't know if it's Fragrance Buy or something like that. They had it.
The Amaretto at Ed's Cafe is so sweet. So sweet.
Yeah, it is.
Which one is that, Pop, you're holding up?
This is the Extrait.
Okay. Have you guys tried Infinity from Montal, at Montal Infinity?
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of it.
No, I heard good things about that one.
Like it didn't do anything for me. It was not like wasn't a unique profile enough to where it really jumped out.
There
Okay,
it is.
One is matcha, right? Matcha and spice. Is that spice and wood?
This is Herbal Aquatica.
Oh, okay.
And this is Fougere Marine.
Oh,
yeah. I heard you talk about that. I think on my stream last time, wasn't it? Or Ross shouted you out. I know Ross likes it.
I just picked it up. It's basically Herba Pura.
Oh, really?
It's basically the same, but you get it for less money, and it's the same quality, basically. I mean, it's Montal's take on it, but very similar.
I feel like
that shampoo freshness.
I feel like there's a lot of the Herba Pura kind of like DNA. Some it's a little fresher. Like if you think of like, gosh, what is that one? I'll think of it here in a second. It's by Mancera.
I'll get in.
Herba Gold. Yeah,
that goes
Herba Gold's better.
I love Herba Gold.
I like the Magica.
Yeah, I like that one. I did smell that one, the real one too. I like that one. That
Herba Magica.
Yeah, something like that.
I haven't checked that one out. Yeah.
Gosh, I can't think of the name of that one.
How many Zerzhoffs you got, Spence?
I think like 16 or so.
Wow. Come on. That you ain't.
Do you have Starlight?
I don't have Starlight. That is actually on my list. Joe Anthony has been recommending me that one with the cardamom and the spices and stuff. He went to one of the events and he was talking about they actually had a bartender that was making a drink because of Starlight. Like it was a whole Starlight event. So I'm interested in it.
Yeah, I'm interested in that one. Do you have
I still
Udin?
got the old Hugo Boss.
I do have
Remember this
Udin.
one?
I have Udin Overdose.
What's the
I've
difference
only
between Udin and Overdose?
Udin has the original one has a coffee note to it, and it's warmer. It's got like more of an ambery type of vibe to it. And then Udin Overdose, I would say, would be more akin to like Renaissance, that type of
You
vibe.
get the Edition Blanche tie-in with the original Udin?
Yes, I do. But that coffee is what changes it enough for me. I think Udin is a great fragrance if you want to spray it and go in a car with somebody with like 6 people in the car. You're not going to offend them. You're not going to have to wait 30 minutes for it to settle on your skin. It's a beautiful scent that you could just spray and go. And sometimes you need that. A lot of times people are looking for the beast mode fragrance that's going to project and all that stuff. You can't just spray it and go somewhere. And I mean, if you have a girl that's with you, she's gonna be like, "You smell like, dang, that shit is strong." Your taxi driver, whatever it might be, like, get out of the car, you know.
Yeah.
So you got to have a variety of fragrances. Light fragrances aren't necessarily a bad thing.
The one I was going back to is Mansard Jardin exclusive.
That is crazy beast mode.
But they say
Yeah.
that's supposed to be like in the line of Herba Pura in a way.
That's what I've heard too.
Yeah, well, I had that one as well. I don't have it on the table. That one I got it before it became like a regular line thing where they were doing the exclusives, like, you know, left them. It was one of the only first ones that had the magnetic cap on it. That was kind of like its differentiating factor. But that one smells like Herba Pure, and that one is a beast. That one will get you kicked out of a room. That one will have people telling you smell bad. But it's nice. It's just you have to be very, very careful on how you spray that. Just like you would Herba Pure. It's not going to be for everybody.
Oh yeah, like that with Herba Pura, it can be so cloying, and even if it gets into the fabric of your clothes, my wife used to rock some of that Herba Pura, just to rip the OG, and what would happen is it would get like stuck in your clothes, and like literally that's all I could smell. I don't know.
You can definitely overdo it, but if you get it right, if you get the right amount of sprays, it's like magical. Yeah.
But if you go over, you
can overdo it
on it. I think that the one that Vince and I were talking about was this Sosprio perfumes, which is looks kind of like, you know,
same house, like
same
they
house.
used to be. Yeah.
Do you have many Suspiro or Suspiro, Spencer?
Yeah. You know, if you're looking for a good, there you go, right there.
There you go.
Is that Dolce Melodia? And
yeah.
I don't know what the other one is.
What's the hype beast?
It's the one that everyone was talking about there for a while.
Yep.
What is that?
Vibrato. It's the one that kind of smells like Tigar and Lamenta.
Sure, yeah.
Which one do you like better, Michael? Which do you prefer?
The Dolce Melodia is the better fragrance, arguably like the best I've ever smelled.
Wow.
The Tigar, or I mean the Vibrato, it's great. Some people criticize it that it's like too simple of a fragrance for the price tag, and I see the criticism, but I really love it, and I got it for a great price. I don't think I got this for $135, which is crazy. I don't think if I paid like $200, I would be as thrilled about it. But I do love it. I mean, I love that ginger citrus kind of grapefruit Tigar Limensite realm. I love anything like that, so I'm very happy with it.
If you see this one, Kajal Ohm 3, it smells just like what you're holding. So don't buy this one just thinking you need to get it. But that profile is perfect for me and you in California.
I was going to say with that one, the Vibrato, I do feel like it has a little bit more notes than Tigar.
It's not as dominant on the grapefruit. Yeah. Tigar is more grapefruit dominant. This is really more about the ginger and the citrus.
And there's so many great clones of that profile right now. Like, you know, if you want to smell like that, you could for sure get that profile. I don't know. Do you have anybody have what is it? Tarati Blues smells similar for like $30 or whatever. Now it's not going to be as high quality as the Sparrow or Kajal or, you know, obviously the Bulgari, but you know, it's still, if you like that profile, you can get that profile without spending a crazy amount of money and get compliments.
Yeah. Tarathi Blue is solid, really, really solid. Definitely closer to Tigar than Vibrato necessarily, but super solid for $30. That was again my first thought when I smelled Tigar. I was like, wow, Tarathi Blue is really good.
Going back to the Herba Pura, because I know a lot of people love Herba Pura. What do you guys think about Kirky by Tizzani Terzini?
Yeah, what is it? Tiziana Terenzi.
Yeah,
I say Tiziana. It's Tiziana, but I like to say Tiziana. So
But I feel like when I smell that, I feel like it's a more fruitier version of Herba Pura, and it's tamer. Like I can overspray that one, Kirky, more than like we were just saying earlier. You can easily overspray Herba Pura.
Mm-hmm.
Pop, what was that Hugo Boss you held up earlier? Pop, you had a Hugo Boss you held up in a black bottle.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
It was like the OG one.
Yeah.
Is that the OG one?
Beast Mode Herba Pura right here.
Yeah, I was gonna say that King.
Yes, that one is. I know about the Bahara King.
Yeah,
Michael, what was that other Montal you were holding up? You had the other one you didn't discuss.
Oh, this is Fougères Marine. This is essentially Tommy by Tommy Hilfiger, but made niche. Definitely get more of a marine aspect with it, but it's still very much that 90s Tommy. In the air, you'll think Tommy immediately.
Really?
With a little bit more of like a marine kind of, not necessarily seaweed as a note, but you do get like the earth of the sea type smell going on here a little bit mixed in with it. It's very nice though. Great performance. It's a very like fresh, but also like gentlemanly type smell. And surprisingly, it's not that common of a scent profile today. Like in the 90s, yeah, this was everywhere. But you wear something like this today, it's a fresh fragrance that you'll stand out because not a lot of people, young people, are rocking this 90s style type of perfumery right now. They're all rocking the big blue and Broxton fragrances. So you'll stand out, but still smell really fresh and elegant.
You need some CK's Crave with that starfish essence. You ever smell?
I have that.
You ever smell that?
Those bottles are like $350 right now. The one that has the case inside of it looks like a toothpaste container almost.
Yeah. So when I first started, this guy had gave me like his whole decant business because he was going back to Dubai. It was this guy that I was friends with here in Dallas, and he had an online eBay decant business where he would decant a bunch of stuff. Well, when he went back to Dubai because he lost his not his passport but his visa, he was going to throw away all of his stuff. And he's like, dude, you can just have it. Whatever I haven't been able to sell, like you can just have. And he had a bottle. He had a bottle of that CK Crave. I sold it on eBay for $250.
Yeah, easy.
Wow.
Yeah,
it was not even like even a hard thing. I was like, damn, I should have put it up higher because as soon as I put it up there, it was gone. And I had some other ones too that he gave me.
Russell Matt.
Yeah, OG Mac. Yep.
Yeah, OG Mac. Yep.
Yeah. He's been looking for that fragrance for a long time, and I'm sure he would have got that off of you.
Yeah, and that when he was saying that Tommy, it reminds me of that kind of like he said 90s fragrance where it has that like profile where it's fresh, but it's not like these Broxton bombs or anything like that. It's just a really great overall scent.
Yeah, I need to check.
Definitely. The ladies dig it too.
Yeah.
Pretty much every time I've worn this, I've gotten some good reactions.
It's very clean, and I think a lot of times my wife always tells me, she's like, are you wearing this fragrance for you, or are you wearing this fragrance for other guys to smell you? Because at the end of the day, like we'll choose stuff that maybe like other guys would be like, oh wow, that's cool, it's challenging, you know what I mean? But there's scents like that where it would be more related to a woman, so they would like that versus some other scents.
I'm gonna have to recommend that one to Joey Cannoli because he's like, Tommy, nothing smells like Tommy. Last time he was on the channel with me, I'm at the Fougères Marine.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys thought on tobacco honey?
I like
it's
it.
Not my profile. Yeah,
I like it.
I like it. It's one of those things that can be tobacco honey by Guerlain. Are you saying?
Yeah, I got a sample here. I'm almost out of it.
I think it's a really nice blend. Like I got some oils of it that were like pretty damn near 1-for-1 of it. When it first came out, I was pretty hyped about it. I felt like it has like the honey note, and I think some other people have talked about too. The honey note is just so cloying, quick.
It is. It is. It's pretty loud.
But I think if you rock it, if you layer it like with something else, which I mean, I think it would knock down the honey a little bit. But I think for a honey scent, that has to be one of my favorite honey scents right now, because I smelt like Bee by a zoologist, and that's just
no on B.
super cloying.
What do you got, Michael?
This is that Centaurus, not honey, but tobacco.
I love that one.
So good.
Hey Vince, where did you end up getting those decants from? I can't remember.
Which ones we talking about?
Oh, the new Creed ones. I can't remember.
Oh, this guy named Matt Lusk from Mirror Image. I forgot. I did a video and mentioned everybody else besides him.
Yeah, he's like, I got these cool decants except Matt's. Oh yeah,
yeah.
Bomb.com.
The
this
tobacco.
is my go-to.
Do I need to get that
one?
I might have to
get that. That's coming from my Fat Boy.
I heard that if you have the amber, it's kind of redundant to the tobacco. But
I thought you had the oils for that.
The tobacco, yeah.
The tobacco. You sent me a sample of it.
I did.
Yeah, I have a decant.
Stronger with you tobacco.
Yeah.
And then I got the original.
I thought you did, or was it the freeze?
It was the freeze.
Oh,
I did wear this on a first date once, and I'll have to say, I think for a first date, it's like a little too close to the niche thing. Like, this is a designer, but this is almost basically like a niche fragrance with the complexity.
Have you guys?
What about Absolute? I got that one on the way now.
Oh, I like that one. I like the Absolute. I like Absolutely, and I have the Oud one. I like the Oud one too.
These are not redundant.
Okay.
Amber and tobacco.
He's got them both.
I gotta stop saying stuff that I just hear from others and like repeating that.
This is all I got so far.
And by the way, you the tobacco is the way to go if you're gonna choose one of the two. So Pop Scents, get that tobacco.
Have you guys?
That'll be my next one then. I was going between the tobacco or
and then get the leather.
The leather I heard is really good.
Isn't that hard to find?
The leather looks like
probably Oud, maybe Absolutely.
What do you think of the Oud?
Intensely, the Oud is nice. It's but these are kind of redundant, but only because the leather is sweeter than the Oud. I like the leather more, but they're very similar. This actually, the leather has an Oudy type of vibe to it. And when we talk about Oud, we're not talking about dirty, stanky barnyard.
No, we're talking about Western.
Yeah.
What are your personal top three, Spence?
From this line?
Mm-hmm.
The first one I was gonna, and I fight back and forth with them. I would say probably leather and tobacco are going to be my favorites from the line, because I think on the tobacco they nailed the sweet with the tobacco and the spices. They nailed it. It's pretty much the newest one, and they nailed it. But I really like the leather. This one's harder to find.
I'm gonna have to say that's crazy. I need to find the leather, because the Absolutely I feel is like almost too sweet.
Way too sweet. Yes.
So if you said that they've tamed it with the leather, because the Oud one, like you said, it's not as sweet. It's like the least sweet out of all the ones I've smelled. So, but I've not smelled the leather one.
Yeah, Absolutely is nice, but it has to be absolutely freezing outside for you to rock something like that.
All right, so perfect for the winter then.
Yep.
What do you guys think about freeze? Spence, you ever tried the freeze? Do you like that one?
I did not. I heard good things, but that just doesn't sound like it would be something that they should have put in the line. Leave that to somebody else to make a fresh, stronger with you. It doesn't make sense to me.
It's kind of like with YSL. YSL did the freeze of the
Ronaldo.
Yeah, that's the freeze. That's freeze.
If you want the freeze on a budget, check this one out. Basically, it's not the same quality, but it's essentially strong with you freeze on a budget.
Because CR7, don't just look up CR7. There's a bunch of CR7s out there.
Yeah, it's the Game On. The other ones are not that great. This is the only one that you should get.
Isn't Game On the most popular? He's got 2 or 3.
I'm not so hip on what's popular in these Cristiano Ronaldo fragrances, but this particular one is pretty good.
I forgot about how bougie you are. I forgot.
Yeah, come on. I got an image to maintain here, Vince. So.
It's a good point.
Vince be giving people shit for liking nice things. You know what I'm saying? Vince be like, "Oh, hey man, you too fancy."
Yeah, well, I'm just messing around. I'd like to be fancier, honestly. I'm just messing around.
You guys talked about zaharoff, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Did you guys talk about the Royale Triple X?
Yeah, that's one of them I went over. I liked it. I like Royale. You like it?
Yeah.
Here's one I got out to go over. Have you done any of these imaginary authors? This is that St. Julep.
You love that one, Vince.
That one? No, I don't love it. I wouldn't say that.
What's the one that for imaginary authors? It smells like a candle.
Damn, there it is.
I actually do like that one. It's a strawberry and pine. That strawberry pine one. I do like. What do you got, Spence? What's that?
Triple X.
Triple X. Look at that bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like fresh. This is like fresh mint, bright citrus, like a caramelized sugar. There's a little bit of a whiskey note in it. It's kind of like a St. Julep if you ever had those, but sweetened up and a little bit feminine. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it's not bad. It's kind of decent. It's good on a spring day, especially like a Derby day or something. Perfect for like if you watch the Derby or going to the Derby, it'd be great. But yeah, I'm not a big fan. I'm not really a huge fan of the house, really, but I do like the one Matt's talking about. I can't think of the name. It's got pine and Christmassy smells with strawberry mixed in. I do like that.
I do like Memoirs of a Trespass.
Is that the one we're talking about? I can't remember the name. Is that the strawberry
match? No, that's a different one from the line. I don't know if you sampled that one, but I like Imaginary Authors, Memoirs of a Trespass.
I like that one. That one's pretty good, but my favorite's that Candles.
Whispers in the Library too, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Have you ever smelled the one from them? It's called it's like the tennis ball one. And it literally smells like tennis balls. It's bizarre.
I actually like the smell of tennis balls, though, is the thing. I haven't smelled that one. It's one I haven't smelled.
It literally, in the packaging, it's all like looks like a tennis thing, and it literally smells like tennis balls. It's bizarre.
Yeah. Is it a good thing or not a good thing? But I do like the smell of tennis.
It's got like it's got a rubber quality to it, which is kind of weird to say, but it has that rubber essence. It's bizarre.
Have you tried the Falling into the Sea?
Yeah, I like that. That was pretty good. I thought that was pretty good.
I heard that one's amazing.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought that one was pretty good. It was interesting.
What's the scent
amazing would be a
profile on it
stretch
like?
for me. I wouldn't say amazing, but I did like it. It's worth trying. You can get their samples. They have a sampler set, Michael. It's really cheap. They'll give
the one I hated was the whiff of a waffle cone. Man, that sucked.
What was that, Spencer?
Spencer, that's a hidden gem. That's a deep cut right there.
Yeah, this is
what is it?
This is a Bulgari Black. This smells like rubber.
Huh?
Does that smell like this?
They call it the hockey puck. No, they're different. That one's a lot more powdery. The product Black.
Yeah.
Vince, you were trying to call them fragrance rack store instead of fragrance fraternity. with those Christian roll, you were like, hey, what do you think about this Christian roll, Aldo? He's like, I got a name to live up to.
Hey, I busted out of Frank Olivier, all right?
I do like that one. I bought it on Fragrance by Canada forever ago.
For like $15, right?
Yeah, it was super cheap. I just threw it in the cart because it was so cheep. Chris
is the one who told me to get it or whatever, and I bought it off that last when I was on Pop's stream. That's why I bought it. I like it. I already know I like it. When I sprayed it, I liked it. What do you got, Pop?
What's that?
This is Ombre Nomad.
I love Ombre Nomad. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Vince, what were we talking about? Like all the new the Oud Stallion we were talking about.
Mason talking about
Ravelli. What's up? Yeah, Mason
Ravelli, Oud Stallion.
We were talking about Oud Stallion. We were talking about the other one, the Oud Malachi. No, the Oud Malachi.
Oh yeah.
They all have that kind of thing because the Louis Vuitton, Ombre Nomad, that one. They all have this like kind of like Western oud that's pushed a little bit stronger than the regular like thing that's kind of like okay. It's not the barnyard by any means, but it pushes it a little bit further than the regular ouds.
I'm here for it. I'm loving that.
Is that a new one or is that Oud Maracuja?
We were talking about that. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. It's not a new one. We're talking about the one you just said. I can't say it.
I can't say it either. Because they had the
name. They should have been called Oud Malachi.
I have
easier.
I was thinking that, but it's like the first time I met the guy, so I can't fuck with them too hard. But
I'm a Kenzo guy, so I got a sample. I got this from Juan.
Thank you, AG.
Amazingly. This is that new Santal Marin or Marine or Marin, I think it is. Have you guys tried this new Kenzo? You're probably not into Kenzo as much as me, but it's just like the 2022 like EDP, but they just kind of swap out the leather for like some smoky woods. So if you got it, you've got this really. So I probably won't even get this one. And I usually get all the Kenzos, but I might skip this one.
I like that one you sent me, Vince, the Intense.
I like that one.
I like the Intense more than the. You sent me another one. I don't remember which one.
Parfum,
I think
the 2022 Parfum, which is
I
similar.
didn't care for that one as much. I like the Intense more.
I felt like the Intense was better.
It's the Parfum.
Yeah, Vince, you said
you like better, Spencer.
Too.
I like the one that doesn't have as much of the clove in it. I think it is this one right here. This is the Intense. I like the Intense more. I get a lot of clove from the EDP. Not that it's bad. It's just it has to be cold. If you were going to the beach and it was nighttime and you were checking out the moonlight, the EDP would definitely be a nice look.
Yeah, I like both of those. It's hard for me to pick which one. I guess I like the EDP a little bit more, but both of those I like a lot. I'm a big fan of the Kenzo. I'll probably end up buying this one just because I've got them all, whatever. But this one is so similar to 2022, I don't recommend it. But I'm dumb that way.
Ooh, I got you.
What about Tom Ford Noir?
I like it.
I like it.
Great
I
scent.
definitely pick up the value on there.
I'm gonna drop here, y'all. I'm gonna go get something to eat. I just realized it's 7:00 here.
Thanks for coming on, Matt.
Yeah, it's nice talking to you guys.
Hey.
Nice meeting everyone.
Yeah, you guys can all cut out whenever you want, whenever you're done or whatever. You don't have to stay on or whatever. I'll go for a while. I like going. I'm having fun. But
you'll never get rid of me, Vince.
Hit me on Instagram when you get time, just with the some recommendations.
What's your Instagram?
Not so famous YouTuber.
Oh, go figure. All right, I got you. All right, y'all. You guys have a good night.
See you, Matt.
You too, man.
Hey, Vince, you know what you'll probably like? This is for Making Sense. This is called Tree of Life. This is a Richwood clone. If you like dark, deep type of scents,
I like Richwood. I got clones of it, but I don't have that one. I'll check theirs out sometime. I'm writing it down. Tree of Life. I like Richwood. Richwood's a nice scent.
Yeah.
I like this one because you guys know I love coffee. This is from Mancera.
I love that. I like it a lot. What do you think?
I've been so close to buying that like so many times. They have it on Venba for $100.
No way.
Yeah, they got a tester with a cap on Venba for $100. I've been so close to buying it. We were talking about Making Sense.
But yeah, we're talking about Making Sense.
I think I have one more from them, but so Grape Ape is really good. Straight up grape soda.
I heard good things.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I like it.
If that medicinal, if you're not a big fan of grape, like you don't like grape Powerade or grape Gatorade, you may not dig it, but I like it. So
I like it too. That's fun.
All right, this one's the newest one, On Average Patch.
Hell yeah! Shout out Joe Anthony.
Super sweet.
I like it. I got that one too. I like it. It's fun.
It's so full because like I can't really do more than 2 sprays. It's like a 2 spray max kind of fragrance for me, but really interesting. I mean, they nailed it. It does smell like Sour Patch Kids. It's kind of crazy.
It's just fun. It's kind of juvenile, but it's fun. I like it. By the way, that microphone you got, Michael, that setup, it sounds great, man. Your voice and everything. That microphone is awesome.
You like this one? Thank you, man. I appreciate it. It's called a baby bottle. It's called the Baby Bottle SL.
Yeah, your
tried
voice
out a couple
deep and resonance on it. Sounds great. You can tell you like a cheap microphone. It sounds great.
I might need to get a new one. This one, I don't know what happened. One day it just echoes really bad sometimes.
There's a Shure microphone that most people use for like podcasts and stuff, and that's usually the one they recommend. And that one does sound really good, but this one has kind of got like a little bit more of an analog kind of vintage vibe to it, which I really dig.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Sing us a lullaby with that baby.
Oh no, I don't sing. That's the one thing I don't do.
He does music, Spencer. He does music. He's got that.
I'll break the stream, music. Man, if you hear me sing. This one is a super hidden gem. It's called Apple Craze.
Ooh,
if you like Apple,
yeah,
definitely worth picking up. No one talks about it. No one's ever made a video about it, but I basically blind bought it because I'm a big Apple fan. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try this one out. I dig it. It's a little bit on the feminine side. but if you like apple, it's worth
I've
getting your
been
nose
getting
on.
making sense stuff since he had these guys.
What's that
Dang.
one, Spencer?
This is F-bomb. This is fucking fabulous. Oh, I don't
There
know
you
if
go. Yeah.
Hey, Vince just ran into the woods again. He disappeared, man.
Well, you guys falling out here with your making sense, so I pulled out my making sense. I had some sitting here.
Which ones are those?
I got more than this. This is what I have. Jack Apple, which I think that's their, if I remember right, that's their Killian Apple brandy, not on the rocks, just apple brandy. And I got their Ganymede, Jupiter Satellite.
Yeah.
Ganymede, Michael. I know you don't want no Ganymede.
Yeah, I'll send
And then
you
I got
mine.
Fallen Leaf. Fallen Leaf.
Fallen Leaf is a beast.
Yeah, love Fallen Leaf. I like their Ganymede too. It's like a dense. I've got a lot of twist on Ganymede and different ones. I like Ganymede, and so this one's like a dense, like heavy version. His version is, and I like that about it. It's a pretty good version.
I think
I
I've
got
had about
Carolina Herrera.
Mikey Dinsmore.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't tried his Straight to Heaven Extreme, but I would like that because I like that. Chris,
Yeah, Fallen Leaf.
Get Fallen Leaf. Just blind
Yeah.
buy it. It's great. Fallen Leaf's great.
Yeah, just don't overspray it.
Yeah, don't. It's strong. Yeah, don't overspray it.
Paralome
I
Intense on the
I
low.
have that one. I like that one.
Really good. Really good.
Yeah, this house gets kind of slept on, doesn't it? Their stuff's pretty decent or whatever. They just kind of get slept on. You don't hear a lot of. There's not much stuff on YouTube. People don't talk about them, but it's actually pretty decent. I like
messing with me 'cause I dropped my code trying to save some money. You know what I'm saying? I don't make money off of my code.
I try to hit all these little clone houses. I just got some from Dapper Fragrances in too, and they're all right. They're not bad.
I gotta give you this, Vince.
What is
What is
that?
that one?
Hanamede?
Yeah, I have a little thing like that of it. I have because I bought it a while. I like it.
Yeah,
I'll
I need
take
to check that out.
One spray and I was done with this one.
That's Ganymede, Michael. That's the EDT Ganymede. That's it. If you don't, it's a weird scent profile.
Yikes.
It's nice. Come on.
If you send me that one, I'll send you I got a couple little samples of Ganymede and Ganymede extract in here somewhere.
Ooh,
I
the
like
straight.
the extrait too. The extrait's killer.
Yeah.
And what's the other one with a number? I don't think you guys like it, but there's one with a number too. I like it, like BR 696 or something. I like it.
Yeah, I don't like it. I talked about that last night on my
That's
stream.
right, you did. I do like that one.
That's not
I
much.
got
is it?
Louis. I got Louis Vuitton straight.
What is it?
Louis Vuitton
Hey,
straight
Louis
afternoon
Vuitton
swim.
Extrait.
Mm.
Oh, okay. So that's like an oil that you got from somewhere.
Yeah.
Nice.
This one's solid. Afternoon Splash.
It is. I have that one. Yeah.
You know what's good? Luciano's Afternoon Swim, or I think it's called Afternoon. Let me grab it real quick.
You said Luciano?
Yeah.
I'm about to check that out too.
Pretty much all the LVs from Alexandria are really solid. Their imagination is really solid.
Ooh, okay.
Oh yeah, their Louis Vuittons are really good.
It's called Visionary. Their
Sunset Swim from Luciano.
Pacific Chill is really good.
Ooh. I like the bottle on that too.
Yeah, if you trust Juan has the OG. You could see his bougie verse budget on this one. Me and him got these at the same time. They got a whole line now. Oh man, Nomad, California. Yeah, they got Imagination now and all that good stuff. Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna check it out then. Shit, Luciano.
Yeah, I got Mango Storm, Chris. I thought it was pretty good. I ordered a couple stuff recently and they gave me that sample of Mango Storm. Michael, you might like Mango Storm. That's a new one from Alexandria.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got that sample of that too. I liked it.
Yeah.
Not sure if it's full bottle worthy for me, but I did
That's
like it.
how I thought. I like it. I'm not sure. Thinking about it.
California vibes.
Man, I'm really
Is
digging
that
the
the
bottle.
City of
It's
Stars?
really good. Yeah, check out these. Check out that Atomized too. Peace.
Ooh, pressurized. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Spencer, have you ever tried any from this Sammy Andreas? That house, he does clones or whatever, and he has a lot of originals. Have any of you guys ever tried anything from Sammy Andreas?
I've heard about him for years. I've never tried anything from him, but I'm interested.
Have you heard anything from him, Sammy Andreas?
How do you feel about John Lowe Immortal?
I like it. It's pretty good. It's a little synthetic, but it's pretty good. I like it. It's got
Nope.
staying power. It'll last. Yeah, I like
I
it.
have Mateer, which is dark matter.
Hmm.
And it's really good. It's actually my most viewed short. So people like it, but it's a feminine scent. I ended up giving the bottle to my mom. She likes it, or she
So
liked
this
it.
is-
She killed the bottle.
So this is not that close to Lamensite, I'll tell you, but what I like what this is. So if you want something that's clone, as in close to the profile, this isn't very close, but this is bomb. Especially you got to like Embroxin. There's a lot of Embroxin. It's pretty synthetic, but it lasts. This is my number one compliment getter in my whole collection, which is nuts.
Yeah.
But
it
I
smells
get
good.
more compliments on this than anything.
Price comparison is crazy when you compare it to the Louis Vuitton. You're paying less than 10%.
Yeah, it's 10%. Doesn't smell that close, but it's a similar fragrance.
Good.
It smells great.
This one.
I love it. Okay, what? So I ordered that one and then I like canceled it because it wasn't what I thought it was. Meteor, but it's not Meteor, right? What is it?
Yeah, Meteor.
See, but it's not Meteor. It's not
Nope.
cloning Meteor.
Nope, it's not.
Yeah.
Didn't like the bottle. I mean, I haven't
I
sprayed
think I
shit
saw
up.
your review on it actually.
Yeah, I do like magnetic cap. Hit me on the bottle, but
So I ended up canceling that, but I ended up getting this.
Are not magnetic for sure, but they're really good juice. Alexandria, what is that?
Le Meteor.
Le Meteor.
Okay.
Yeah, Meteor is highly slept on, but if you like lavender,
I do like lavender. Yeah, that's a good one.
dude, this blew my mind. Seriously.
Thank you guys for choosing my scent of the day. I sprayed this in the air. I'm rocking it.
I'm gonna have to get that now.
I plan on spraying stuff on skin today and doing all that, pulling stuff up on notes and all that. But I don't know, something with StreamYard, man.
I mean, I also just hijacked your stream, so I'm kind of the problem too,
No, you saved it, man.
Yeah, you saved it.
I'm glad you guys think of that in a positive light.
Boy, I just settled him down. I'm glad you guys came on here, man.
Have you guys tried any of these Gent Scent collaboration fragrances? What do you think about them?
I thought about it. I saw them for $50 and I was like, come on, let me do it, but I didn't pull the trigger on it. Yeah, he's got 3 of them. He's got, what is it called? Ridge something, the black, jet black, and then he's got the blue one, which is I don't know what the blue one's called.
Yeah, so South Slope was his like blue fragrance. These are the 2 that I ended up going with, but dude, if you get a chance, highly recommend both of these. This one, Edgewater.
Said after you talked about them, I like them all. They're all good, especially that green one there. I like that green one really.
It's like Greenlee, but woodier and not as shampoo-y, but still has like that kind of green, sweet, playful type thing, but it's not youthful. It's got more of the woods and it doesn't have that shampoo type association with it.
Okay.
That's accurate. It's an easy wear too. Very easy wear.
Yeah.
I might have to grab that one now that you talk about it. You sold me.
Yeah.
Dude,
it's nice. It's a
really cool
fragrance. It's nice. It's really nice.
I like Greenlee, but I think it could use more wood. So that sounds nice.
I think this is better than Greenlee.
Yeah, you'll like it. I think you'll like that one.
And then Jet Black is an amazing woody fragrance. Woody and spicy. It's got this cozy feeling to it. It's like one of those fragrances that doesn't necessarily attack your nose, but it's a cozy type scent. It's kind of like a warm hug.
And you got to say Enigma because I think they have a regular Jet Black, right?
Yeah. This is the Enigma. Ash didn't work on the original. He made this flanker, which is the Enigma. Yeah.
What's the green one called again?
The green one's called Edgewater.
Edgewater. That's right. Chris, yeah, I like Sam Andres. I have that Bleecker Street one, Green Sapphire too. I like that. I really like that. He's got a lot of good ones, and some of his originals are really good. I highly recommend that house of Sammy Andres for clones and then his originals.
Spencer, you're in LA, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Pop's in Virginia, and I'm
20
gonna
minutes
lie.
from 20 minutes from Beverly Hills.
Okay, I
Oh.
live by LAX, so we're pretty close.
Okay, yeah, we're super close. We got to go shopping sometime.
Yeah, I gotta link up with you now.
Do a collab, yeah.
Yeah, you guys should. That'd be awesome for sure. I got
What's
one
your
here.
favorite,
I was going to go over.
profile, Vince, what's your profile? I haven't seen. I've seen as much as I can. I've seen all your lives. You know, I've seen a good amount of shorts. But what's your style of fragrance that you really enjoy?
I really like, if I had to pick, like, I really like Rose Elysium. I like that. I like that's one of my favorites. I just like that scent profile. And I wear that one a lot. And I got so many fragrances. Like I told you, I got 850, but I still go back to that one a lot. I actually had the real thing, but I got like 10 clones of that one. I don't need 10 clones. I need to get some. So I'm going to go down. I'm going to get rid of some of those. I sold the real one because the clones are so good.
What's your favorite part about it?
I like the leather at the base, how that is, you know, and I also just like the citrus notes off the top. It's just fresh, and I like the leathery dry down, and it's got the aromatics. It's just that I don't know. I just like the way, even the way it transitions. I like it's just a well-rounded fragrance.
You should check out Zeus. It might be called Zeus Eden from Making Sense. It is super leather dominant version of it. If you could wear it at nighttime, I call it nighttime. The nighttime version of it.
Is it supposed to be a clone of it, or is it just something supposed to be
different? It is a clone of it. Yes.
Okay.
Somebody's getting yelled at. Somebody's about to get stabbed. We need to record it just in case something bad happens.
What's one of your go-to scent profiles, Spencer? Since you asked me,
being in California, you know, for the most part, you're gonna have to wear something like this, some French Riviera. But you know, the weather does change every now and then. But it's gonna be more bright, citrusy type of green and clean and fresh. But if you were to just tell me, like, if the weather was cooler, I would say something that has iris, some suede. You know, that the green iris type of vibe. Something that's fresh, cashmere, cashmere, you know, woods like sandalwood. That Armani Code Parfum is definitely a go. I don't have the what do you call it, the Ralph Lauren Elixir. I do have the EDP, and I have the what's the other one?
The Parfum.
The Parfum. Yeah, I have both of those. And I've smelled that one that you have in your hand. I got a lot of woods from it. It was off of somebody else's skin. It wasn't my skin, but he always smells like woody. You know, I have a guy that works with me, and he likes fragrances. He wears a lot of Clive Christians, and that's what I thought he was wearing at the time of the dry down was similar. Yeah,
they have them at Ross. If you see it at Ross for $60, don't even hesitate. Don't even hesitate, man. They use a quality iris in here. This is not one of those designer iris, like soapy ones. No, this is that earthy orris root, high quality iris orris that they're using in this. And these Ralph Lauren, Ralph's Club fragrances, it takes you 3 times. You got to smell them 3 times. The first time you smell it, you're going to think, okay, that's pretty nice, but I'm not sure. The second time, you're going to like it a little bit more. And then by that 3rd time, you're going to be hooked. It just grows on you.
Yeah, I like
same thing happened with the Parfum.
Yeah, I like when fragrances do that. I'm gonna have to look out for that one. You found that there's some real gems back out there in these in the wild again.
Yeah, this is 2 a nice one to go with the Parfum. And then I have this is
that's the new one, right?
No, that's the first one, and then this is the second one, the Parfum, and then you have the new. I don't think there's one after that.
This is a good segue, actually. I'm glad we talked about this. So, what do you like between the Parfum and the EDP?
The Parfum. but the
Same.
EDP is probably more of a compliment getter. If we're talking like California, what somebody, but me personally, I'll take the Parfum over it.
Okay, so guys, if you want this on the cheap, look for this fragrance. This is Playboy Make the Cover.
Playboy make the cover.
Yeah, this 30 ml is $9.99, and I kid you not, it is a dead ringer for Ralph's Club Parfum. Pretty, maybe slightly lower quality, but doesn't smell cheap. Stunning blue fragrance.
Bottles back in the day, where they had
This
actually had the Playboy, the symbol in front. Yeah, but it was like a sticker. Yeah, that actually looks classy. I used to work for Playboy back in the day when I was in high school, when I was 18 years old, at the
Doing
mansion
what?
in
What
California.
do they have you doing?
Signed an NDA. Man, aromatic. This is the best $10 fragrance that I know of.
Is that a rack store find or?
It is, yeah. $10,
Did
man.
How did you know what it was? Was it one of those open bottles where you could smell it, or?
No, I didn't. You know, the box is kind of funny. It's got a mirror on it, so that kind of caught my attention. I've never seen a box like that. It's just got a mirror on it. You basically see yourself. So yeah, maybe like my narcissistic tendencies liked what I saw, right?
You know what's funny? There's a mirror in front of the mansion when you pull up, and it looks like a regular mirror, but it's actually, there's a camera on the other side. That's how we could tell who's coming in and coming out. And there's people that do some wild stuff in front of that mirror to the camera.
I bet.
Good times.
Have you smelled any of the other Playboys?
That's the only one I've ever tried, but they got a decent amount of fragrances from what I've
They got
researched.
AM, PM. They've got Gold Era, Game Changer.
I figured you'd have those pops. I seen your last thumbnail, man. That actually was wild on that live. You had the Latinas stand.
Yeah.
that was last night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's one I had ready. I had this. I got a bunch of the 212s. I went down the line and bought a bunch of 10 milliliters. So I got the VIP men. They got so many, they sound alike, whatever. I thought this one was pretty good. Have you guys smelled many of these 212s? Have you guys played around with any of these?
Sexy.
Yeah.
Sexy's good.
Fruit and spices in the opening. Like a little bit of a boozy note in it, like a vodka boozy note. Amber woods, like a youthful scent base, but I mean, I'm 55. I'm not here rocking.
VIP, I think, and then sexy.
Yeah. That's the one I'm talking about now, VIP. I really like it. I think that's one of my favorites of the line.
Nice.
But you see this one, AGB's put on here for you, Spence? You got something that's
sounds like Billy Spence. Yeah. Hey, it's California, not New York, right? There we go.
Vince, you smelled the OG 212, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
That's one of them. I went down the line. I got a bunch of samples of the whole line.
This is the one though, right here. The black.
Yeah.
The VIP.
Yeah, the VIP. That's the one I just covered. I like that one.
But it's the black.
Oh, the VIP black. Okay. I don't have that.
Hey, there you go. There you go. All genre bops. Now it's a Diddy party.
Yeah.
No comment.
I need to try that one. VIP.
Can't stop, won't stop.
No, but this black is cool. Licorice a little bit, and it's got absinthe, which kind of like maybe not the most appealing notes, right? But
yeah,
it works here. This is definitely a clubbing fragrance. This is one of the main clubbing fragrances I recommend when people ask me for a clubbing fragrance. This is it right here. Super sexy.
I might rock some polo red and see how that does in the cooler weather next week or a couple weeks from now, because we're still hot out here in California.
You guys probably don't know what Michael does, do you? Tell him what you do, like your other real job.
My favorite is the blue Parfum.
Sorry for cutting you off.
No, it's fine when it comes to polo, but the red one has absinthe in it, and it's kind of interesting. So I'm gonna see how it works in the fall.
Yeah, you like the polo red Parfum?
I like the polo blue Parfum, but I do have the polo red Parfum, and it's different. So I want to see what it does. And I really haven't rocked it in the fall. Because when I think polo, I'm thinking something I can rock in the summertime, springtime. That one is kind of oddball. You know, even like the Polo Red back in the day that had the coffee, like that's still fresh, and you know, the coffee lasts for like couple minutes.
Yeah,
That
be
fragrance
careful
really
of
is
the,
one of the worst
parfum.
performers. Yeah.
I have red parfum, and I don't feel like I get a lot of good performance out of the red parfum, but I do like it. But I feel like on me that red parfum doesn't tend, and I really like the blue parfum. I love it. He's got
It's
the
all
one with
about that EDP, that Polar Red EDP, man.
Is yours perform good, Michael? I don't feel good. I get good performance on mine. Stan's back with Thick Latinos 2024. Stan's out here wiving out.
Monsters projection in the first hour, and then it kind of dies down. But yeah, it's not the best performer, but
It's not bad, right? Yeah.
I just love the way it smells.
It does smell good. I do like it. I like the blue parfum too, as he was saying. I like it too. I like Polo products. I'm a big Polo guy. I like them.
Yeah, they're quality. Have you guys tried black?
Yeah. I even have a little bit of black intense, which is hard to find now. Double black. I mean, double black.
Yeah, double black with the mango.
Yeah, you get the mango. That's a nice fragrance. Yeah, I wear Polo. I wear Polo black a lot. In fact, I just wore it last week. I really like Polo black. That works good this time of the year. You can't name a Polo I don't like. I don't really like the new Earth one that much. That Earth, it's okay. Other than that,
man, Earth is great, man. That opening is beautiful out here in California.
I don't know. I only tried it at Sephora a couple of times, and I only wore it twice when I was in Sephora. I never got a bottle or a decant.
Was it recently or was it a while ago? Because there's new ones that are out. There's like three different Polo Earths now.
Yeah, who knows which one I grab? When I go in Sephora, I just start grabbing and spraying.
So you start grabbing. That's crazy, Vince. You can't just be grabbing on people like that, man. You got.
He's grabbing and spraying.
Like blue EDP.
What is it?
Do you like the Polo Blue EDP?
Yeah, a lot. I like that.
Okay. Yeah, that one's like a community darling. I really don't like that one, and people are gonna cancel me after I say that, but
I like Polo Deep Blue. I really like Polo Deep Blue. Love that.
Yeah, Deep Blue is nice. It's got mango in it, and it's got like this cypress note. It makes it nice and green. I like that. Yeah, that's it. And that one's a projector. That thing beasts out, especially here in California. When it gets hot, that thing will. Yeah, that'll turn some people off if you spray too much. But it's nice. Very oceanic.
What do you guys think of the Hugo Boss Unlimited?
I don't have that one actually. That's one I don't have. I got a lot of Hugo Boss.
I haven't tried that one either, unfortunately.
Spencer, you tried that one?
No.
Chat, you tried that one? What do you think of it, Pop? You tell us.
I like it. It's fresh, but the performance ain't there. It doesn't perform that very well.
Stan's out here smelling like a fireplace tonight. I love Replica by the Fireplace.
Which one's that one? Is that fresh?
Those are the Pacific.
I love Pacific. Yeah, I love
this one is kind of hard to find, I guess, now.
Yes, it is.
I found this at Nordstrom Rack for $60, and at the time I was really debating on if it was worth the money or not.
Damn.
And I should have got 3 of them. I mean, looking back, but
hey, if you want more, Dua's version is dead on. It's really good. Dua's version of that. I recommend Dua's version. If you want more of it, you really don't need more. You got a big bottle there.
But then you get a little 30 ml. You know, that's what these little 30s, man.
Yeah, but you'll get it for like $20-some in that sale or something. You know what I mean? It lasts. It lasts longer than that one actually. But I mean, you're right. It's only 30-some milliliters.
And then, speaking of Boss, I just tried this line for the first time. The scent.
Is that like a CEO type? Which one's that one? The scent?
Maninka fruit.
It's the original. The scent. Yeah, it's Maninka fruit. Kind of reminds me of Starwalker Extreme, but not as powdery for some reason. A little more fruity, but it's cool. It's solid. I'm not sure in 6 months if I'm gonna be wearing it all the time, kind of thing. But it is solid. $35 at Ross. Figured why not?
Yeah, I'm a Boss fan, so you can go in and up. Not all the Boss lines. I'm pretty much a fan.
Yeah, that Boss bottle now is about $100.
Yeah, the Boss Elixir, Boss Bottled Elixir. Have you guys tried that? I love that one. Boss Bottled Elixir. What's that one, Spencer?
This is the original right here that he has.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, everything has its place. This is like if you're going out. Remember how I told you could just spray and smell good right away, where you don't have to wait for the dry down.
Yeah,
beautiful. And this is not going to last long, but if you're going out to eat, perfect.
Spencer, your descriptions on fragrances are always really good. I like your descriptions.
Yeah,
they're pretty basic. I'm not trying to get into how it levitates me, and this is private accord right here, and then absolute. You should definitely, if you can, try to find a couple of these. Got like chocolate note in them. There's a new one that's out. And I
elixir, right?
The elixir, yeah. I need to check that one out.
I actually have the elixir. I have that one. It's great. It's one of my favorites of that line.
Did they keep the Maninka?
Yeah. I got it. I'd have to revisit. It's been a while. I got it. They always have good deals on fragrancebuy.ca when they do those 4th of July sale or they do their Black Friday. Keep an eye on their boss scents. That's when I got it the last time. Was on the 4th of July, and I just sprayed it and put it away because it was summer, But yeah, I remember liking it. I'm pretty sure it had the Maninka note, but I sprayed it and put it away because we were in summer when I got it. I was waiting to give it a good wear this winter, and I actually wore it when I did that video you pulled up earlier. I think that's the one I pulled out on that video where I was doing the pull-ups on that short. And I remember when I sprayed it doing that video, like, wow, this smells nice.
Gave you some extra pumps.
Yeah. How about Myself Parfum? Have you guys tried this one? Because I'm a Myself fan. That one really grew on me. I thought it was boring, but the more I wore it, I really liked Myself. So
that's
Parfum, I had high expectations of it, and I think it's a Parfum version, kind of like a deeper, richer, a little bit, darker take on the scent profile. It's all right. I like the original better. What are your guys' thoughts on the Parfum?
Yeah, it's nice. I'm grabbing something right now.
What do you think, Michael? Did you try it?
I like the original more too. Yeah. The Parfum kind of smelled a little funky off my skin for some reason. But
is that the Parfum?
No, this is the original.
Yeah, I like the original. I really like that.
I really like the opening of the Parfum, but it dries down into the same thing, so it's kind of redundant.
Yeah, it is very redundant. Yeah. It's just a little less fresh is all they've done. They switched it up, which is I like the freshness of that. When you guys be in California, I know you like it. Have you guys tried any of these city rhythm fragrances? I got some of those too. The St. John's Privé. Have you guys tried any of those?
No.
Yeah. I have a couple of them. I'm kind of far away from my mic. I don't know if you guys can really hear me.
We can hear you, but we can hear you.
Nashville and what's the one that smells like coffee? Irish. It's like Irish coffee. I forgot what that one's called. That one's nice too, but it doesn't last that long.
This one lasts a long while. St. John, it's nuclear. It's like a tropical fruit bomb is what this one is. A little bit of vanilla and rum at the base. It's nice. I like this one, but it's really cloying if you put too much on because it's for the heat of tropical fragrance. So you got to watch how much of this thing you put on. But this is nice. I like it. It's a good, nice tropical fragrance. But I'm partial to this kind of scent DNA. I'm Creed Virgin Island water type guy, and this is maybe a cousin of that. If I lived in California and you asked me what my signature scent would be or whatever, and if I was going to be a signature scent kind of guy, it'd be Creed Virgin Island water. I love that one. And this is not like that, but a little bit.
Have you tried Miami?
Coffee and Irish whiskey.
Coffee and Irish whiskey?
Yeah.
You like that one?
It's good.
What's Miami you talking about?
I don't know. It's City Rhythms, though. That's the one
I
that
have tried
heard gets some love.
Yeah, it's good. I have it. I have a bottle like this or whatever of it. It's good.
I know it's supposed to be similar to a particular fragrance that I'm not thinking of right now, but
I have that one and I know that one, but so many fragrances went in and out of my head.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly what that one is, but I do have it, and it's nice. I do like it. It seemed like it had a little bit of a tobacco note, if I remember on it. It's like a tropical with a little bit of a tobacco, but I could be wrong on that.
See, I even got the little one of the Parfum. California.
How's the performance on that for you? For the Parfum, for the Armani?
About 6 to 8 hours.
Okay.
With great projection. So it's not like it's, if you think 6 to 8 hours, you're like, oh, okay, that's pretty average or whatever. But the projection on it's really nice. Especially for the first 2 hours.
I think I'm just going nose blind to it. I always kind of thought it didn't have great performance, but I'm probably just going nose blind.
Probably. Irish, it smells like fresh clothes. Some like you took a shower. You're well kept. All right, Pop, you have a good one, man.
Thank you. Kids got to go to bed, and that's what the thing was I forgot that my lights, I bought the same for them. So when I'm playing with my lights on my app, I'm changing their lights upstairs in their bedroom.
Hmm.
So they're freaking out. Something's wrong with the lights, and it's actually me messing with it. So
Thanks for stopping in. And man, the lights look great, Pop. Your stuff's looking great, dude. You're doing great. That's awesome.
Definitely.
thank you. Thank you. Mike, Spence, I'll get with you all, and hopefully we can do the same. And
Yes, sir. Have a good night, sir.
all right.
Appreciate you, Pop.
Yeah, you guys, whenever you guys want to wrap up, I'll keep going. You know how I am. But if you guys want to be done, we can be done anytime now. However you want to go. I'll keep going.
Yeah, I got too many fragrances, man. This table's looking crazy, and I still can't find what I was looking for. You know what I mean? I was looking for Boss Bottled Intense, which is really good. Apple pie, it's hard to find nowadays.
Spence, you got to have 850 or 1,000 or something, right? You're up.
No, man, no. You told me you have 850. That's wild, man. 850 is crazy. I haven't counted, but I know it's not 850.
Well, I got mine on spreadsheets, is how I know.
That is wild, man.
Well,
That is wild.
I don't recommend it. You know, it's probably not the best thing, but that's what I got.
I could grab a fragrance every day of the year and wear something different, full bottle for sure. I know that I can do that, but I haven't counted. But it's not 850. That's wild.
Yeah, it's kind of silly, probably, but I don't know. I get into something, I go nuts.
Maybe if you had a bunch of the duos, they're kind of small. They don't take up too much space.
Yeah, there are a lot of duos. I can tell you that. So, like, here's a spreadsheet. Let's see. Can you see it?
Yep.
Scroll down it. They're kind of in alphabetical order, so I don't buy too many. That way, when I'm buying clones and stuff, I'm not buying the same one. This is just fall. You know, what are we at fall? There's two. These aren't decants. So we're at 265 right there on fall. So, you know.
Ooh, how is that Woods? Abercrombie and Fitch Woods.
It's good. It's good.
Like
it's the duo version. It's the duo version. And a guy at work talked me into going into that. He's a big Woods fan, and he thought it was discontinued, which it's not. They brought it back. I found that out for him. They did bring it back. He smelled it, and he told me it was almost identical to the real thing. It's kind of an old school 90s type scent or whatever, but I like it. It's fun. It's good fragrance. Good for fall.
That was like their signature before Fierce, apparently.
Yeah. That's what he said. He was a little bit of older guy, and that was his, like, when he was a young man, fragrance or whatever. And he thought it was discontinued. I said, no, Duo's got one. And he kept talking about it, so I had to get it. What's the green one? Who held up the green?
Green what?
Oh, that was a while ago. I think that was when I was talking about Edgewater.
Edgewater. Oh, yeah, I must have scrolled back. Yeah, that's a while back. Have you guys tried this Spinks coconut daiquiri?
I have it on the way. I believe that's the package that's held up right now. So I'm waiting on that. I'm waiting on Shergi. I got 100 ml of Shergi.
Shergi is great. Shergi is awesome, but it ain't for your weather out there. But man, it's awesome.
Yeah, well, it's getting that time, and I always wanted to get my nose on it. I got Santal Majuscule coming, another 100 ml. I got Ombre Sultan coming. So those are the Surge Lutons that I have coming. I have all
those, actually. Those are all good, but especially the Shergi.
I have Nishane Colonnades coming, and then I have it's a like a fresh lemony type of fragrance, but then it dries down into like a dirty type of lemon. Really highly rated older fragrance from Nishane. And I have Saffron coming, which is from the same line that Colonnades. And then I'm going to pick up another one, but those two I have on the way. I have Atelier des Ors, Rue Soleil coming on the way. I have the new Risasi coming, the black. And what else do I have coming? Some other shit. Let me pull it up. And then I have a bunch of stuff from Fat Boy coming. I told you about Centaurus and 10
milliliters. That's awesome, dude. I would love to have 10 milliliters of those. I've got the Duo version of Centaurus, and it's pretty close. I didn't do a side by side, but it's pretty close.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm gonna grab some water. I'll be right back.
On those, let me see if I can pull up my order.
Here's some
Let's see.
here's some decants I got coming in. I got Amberful coming in. I've been wanting to try that Mancera. I'll wait till Michael gets back.
Oh, I have Gris Charnel coming in that frag by order as well. The one you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, I've never smelled the real one. I would like to smell the real one. All I've ever smelled is that clone.
Yeah, I heard it's good. I heard it from Joel, one of my wrenches.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be good. If the fake one, smells like that, it's going to be awesome. Have you tried Amberful?
No, I haven't got into the new Manceras.
And I got Basso coming, Suspiro Basso. Have you tried that?
Yeah, that one's going to be similar to that Suspiro Vibrato, Kajal 3, that type of vibe, the Tiger style.
I got Neff's coming. I got this Cavalt Night. And I've got Scorpion Intense. It's some kind of an oud. I got Opulenta Oud. These are all like rose oud fragrances. Those that are, I didn't want to just blind buy them. They're expensive enough.
You got Dolce Melodia on there. That's cool.
Yeah. Is that one good? Upload. That one's good. All Dolce Melodia. Yeah, I want to try that. Yeah, I know Michael likes that one. He's talked highly of it. Then when I looked it up, it's like lots of orange juice, right? Michael, look at what I got coming here on my list. You see my list here? Decants I got coming off that thing. I got Neff's.
Ooh, Caltot Night. Nice.
Is that good?
Is that because I recommended that, or are you on your own stumbled upon that?
Somebody did. It must have been you. It was off that night. I ordered these all off that night. Amberful I ordered.
That one's great.
Scorpion Intense.
Don't know what that is.
Oud, Basso and Dulce.
Oh, nice. What's Basso supposed to be like?
Spence just said. Say it again, Spence.
It's gonna be like your Suspiro. It's gonna be like the Tigar. It's gonna be like Kajal 3, that type of vibe.
Oh, sorry, I'm making Spencer repeat himself.
Grapefruit, and Broxton. Woody type of vibe.
I just knew he could say it better than I could.
I just needed that glass of water. I'm like back. I'm ready to go. We can do another hour.
Vince he be studying these fragrances, man. He got notes and stuff like that,
Yeah, I like doing that. I dig into them because if I just smell them and all that, it's just on the, it's just a cursory.
Ferris that I see down there with
that what?
Cap. Kajal Ferris. I think I see the cap down.
Oh no, this is Kajal 03.
Oh, okay.
But hold on.
The cap looks similar. They have really interesting looking caps. I'll show you. I just wore it yesterday at work. What the heck is it? I got fragrances everywhere right now.
Michael, I'll be right back. I'm going to get a drink of water. You carry.
Okay.
That. You're in charge.
You'll feel so much better. All right, guys. Welcome to Vince Sense. Sorry to break your hearts. We're not going to be talking about Dua. We're talking Kajal. Yep. How do you feel about this fragrance, Spencer?
It's a beautiful version of Sauvage.
You get that Sauvage tie-in, huh?
Yeah, but they're and only probably because somebody said it. There's a very fresh lavender in here, fresh cut lavender that sets it apart. Very natural. And then this is 4. This one's not gonna be for everybody. This one's leather fragrance, and then Kajal 2. And then I have Lamar, which is still in my. I got too much stuff on the table, man. But you were talking about the way that the.
Yeah, but the caps are really cool.
Yeah, they are.
They're very noticeable. That caught my eye when I saw it right away.
Don't step on them.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk lavender for a second because you brought up lavender. So. And I'm a big lavender fan.
I know you said Beau de Jour. Beau de Jour is really nice.
Yes. Yes. That is in my sights. Like one of the next things that I buy is going to be that. I have Molinard Lavande on the way, which is a blind buy. Do you have any experience with that one?
I don't. I have what is it called? Citrus Noir and fruity vanille. Nice house, $60. Nice little nothing wrong. I'm definitely gonna get my nose in some more.
How do you feel about Citrus Noir? Tell me about it. I've been
Citrus
looking into
Noir
that one.
is so beautiful, man. It's nice. It's dark, which doesn't make sense, but then again, it kind of does, and it's dark in a way that's not peppery. It's more of like mysterious gothic type of vibe to it. I would say if the sun's setting and it's about 60 degrees outside in California with a nice little breeze, and you still want to smell semi-fresh but kind of edgy. Maybe you're a little emo or something. Maybe you're with a chick that wears a lot of dark makeup, on her eyes.
Sometimes.
She might dig something like that. But yeah, that's a nice dark lemon vibe. When you first spray it, it's going to be dark, but then you still get fresh lemons. So it's a nice vibe. And I can't really call how they make it dark besides like a smoky type of vibe, because it's not like cloves or spices that does it. It's not like black pepper that does it. It's something else. And I have to look up the notes on it. Matter of fact, since we got Vince here and Vince's setup is working and mine's not, Vince, pull up Citrus Noir from Molinart.
Citrus Noir.
We're gonna put you to work now that you got your water break. So
I got it coming.
thank you. Yeah, you read my mind, because I was gonna ask you to compare the way it's dark to another fragrance so I could understand the darkness aspect to it. But you were like, it's really hard to compare that. So that was funny that you
This
said
looks
that.
very interesting.
I was gonna ask you if it was dark, like black gold is kind of dark, but it doesn't sound like it.
This sounds like a Michael type of scent here.
This is
this is what I was looking into, definitely.
Very nice, and it does have pepper. It looks like.
Yeah.
This house. Have you ever tried anything from this house, Vince?
I have not.
This
on my radar though. I've heard nothing but.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Incense, and that's what I was picking up.
Oh, it's the incense. Okay.
Incense. Yeah, it's got some cypress, some greenery to it, some resins. Yeah.
I mean, look at this note breakdown.
I like elemi resins.
Nice.
I always like that when that's blended in. I don't know what this note is here. This calamus. Do you guys know what that is?
That's it right there, huh?
See, this is the dent right here. That's a hell of a dent. You see me pulling out bottles, man. That's a dent.
Yeah, that is a dent for you.
That one's on my radar. I was looking at it, definitely. So I'm glad that you do you rate fragrances? Because I don't, but some people do.
No.
Do you rate? You don't?
I don't have even top fives, because
okay.
I can grab something that I think is better than something else just because it's a little different. And I feel like just having less iris or less lemon or whatever I'm feeling that day. So I don't have
same.
Now I do have a fragrance that if you had to take away every single one of my fragrances, I would keep that one. But
well, now I gotta ask you what it is.
It is Pico Via Dama from Xerjoff.
Wow.
Yeah.
Don't hear anybody mention that one.
Matt Lusk has a clone of that one or whatever. That's a nice fragrance.
Can we pull that one up?
It's so beautiful. Aldehydes, and I know somebody said they didn't like aldehydes. This one's very aldehydic. It's very clean. I describe it as if Jesus ran your bathwater. It's called Pico, Piko, and then VA. It's one word, I believe.
Here it is.
You feel like you're kind of giving away your secret fragrance right now, or are you pretty open about it?
No, I'm pretty open about it.
Okay.
The 100 ml retails, I think, for like $6.23. You can find it on discounters for about $3 in that price range. Scroll back up, Vince, real quick. Scroll back up. Let's see what the prices are now. Go to Lucky Sale or yeah. Let's just see what it's going for now. I have the 100 ml.
Okay. Yeah, I see 250 to 340. Okay.
Yeah. So 250 you can get the 50 ml, and you can 339 you can get the 100 ml at Joma Shop. Scroll down, Vince.
I see. Yeah, let's check it out.
Yeah, so when I describe it, if Jesus ran your bathwater in heaven and you took a shower in that bathwater, that's how you would smell if you got out.
Is it like soapy clean?
It's soapy ambery clean. So it's like if you went to a fancy hotel that has the brown soap, you're gonna get that vibe from it. So aldehydes, neroli, bergamot, rose, lemon, iris,
Neroli.
incense, coriander. Yeah, it's a beast.
Well-rounded fragrance. A lot going on here. Well-rounded.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it powdery or
It is
just like
powdery, but
yeah,
it's not. It's not going to be like a. It's going to be more like a talcum powder back in the day when that used to be legal to have talcum powder. So it's not gonna be like a white powder. It's gonna be more like a talcum powder.
that? I mean, I like that note breakdown, definitely.
A dense bar of sweet smelling soap, really creamy, feels a bit cold. Divine, perfect wedding scent. Keep going down. And this is for Granica, by the way. So some trolls in here.
Right. Parfumo usually.
I'd imagine it's pretty unisex.
It's definitely unisex, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Let's go to Parfumo and see what they say. They usually have a real good, quick summary on their whatever their most upvoted one is. It's usually the best one. It's better than that one usually.
8.1 out of 10.
Yeah,
the bottle looks nice as well.
9.1 on bottle.
Yeah,
Let's see what these. Read this one. What do you think of this summary?
I'm grabbing the bottle.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically what he said.
Is that what the other one said? Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's basically the same thing.
Neroli is a tricky note sometimes for me because sometimes it comes across like really dish soapy and I can pick it up a lot, but there's also some fragrances that have neroli that I love, like Prada L'Homme.
Me as well.
Looking at that breakdown, that's the first thing that kind of came to mind.
Yeah, beautiful bottle.
Yeah, it looks great. I mean, the Zaharoff bottles,
yeah, 1779, same as Richwood.
You have a decent amount from Zaharoff?
I think 16.
Okay, yeah, I'd call that at least decent.
Yeah,
that's really amazing.
I still have some on the list that I need to get, like Starlight.
You want to talk about some Zaharoff, Vince?
I don't have. I have Zaharoff clones, and I've smelled a lot of them or whatever, just clones, or whatever. And I have went to like Saks Fifth Avenue, put my nose on the real things, but just briefly. I don't have too much experience with wearing too many Zaharoff, but I know the scent profile of a lot of Zaharoffs, a lot of them, just from.
Sorry, I just kind of took over your show when you gave me like privileges when you took a break, so I just started interviewing Spencer about.
No, this is good.
Fragrances.
Just keep it going. Just however that flows, it goes.
I'm going to turn it over back to you now.
No,
we got a couple of bottles that can fit in this space that are going all the way throughout my whole table right here.
Yeah.
We can stick with Zaharoff or go to your Suspiros. I like Suspiro too. I have an interest in getting. I haven't really got my nose on too many Suspiros, so I want to do more of those.
Isn't Suspiro that dragon from back in the day on PlayStation 1? Spyro the Dragon?
It might be, yeah, it might be.
How do you feel about 40 knots?
I don't have 40 knots.
Oh, okay.
I would have had it if they said that it actually had the ocean vibe to it, like the ocean.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, it's just sweet.
It's poorly named.
Yeah, it's poorly named.
But or it's brilliantly named if you think about it. But yeah.
Yeah, I will have it.
You have that?
Oh, you tried it? You like it?
No, I haven't tried it, but it's one of those. There's certain fragrances you have to have.
I see.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Especially if everybody keeps saying it on your live stream or whatever. Do
you consider yourself more of like a collector?
I consider myself an addict, probably.
Okay.
That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. I'm pretty much an addict.
Yeah, we all are to a certain extent, for sure.
Yeah,
definitely. But
and I say this all the time. I wish I could just spend some more time with one fragrance and wear it like I used to back in the day when I had like 5 bottles in high school, and I just wore the same thing over and over again. You know what I just bought? This is another bottle that's on the way, and this is a stupid purchase. I wouldn't recommend anybody to do this, but you remember Candies?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Funny story. Go ahead.
I have a bottle of Candies on the way, and just for nostalgia purposes, because I don't know where my bottle is. It's somewhere in the house, in the garage. It's probably dried out, whatever the case might be. I can't find it, so I bought one, and we're talking old school Candies. Those bottles are like $350 or something like that for the 1 ounce. That's what I got. It's on the way. And I know it
Wow.
smells because if you ever buy from Fragrance Net, they send you exceptional because you are.
Interesting.
Every order,
It, it smells just like that, just from scent memory of me saying this smells like candies back in the day, but it's not candies, and I know it's not candies. So I
Yeah.
could buy exceptional because you are and still get the nostalgia, but I want the little bottle just to have it. I'm the type of person, if I lose something, I don't want to buy the same thing. I'll buy something that's just a little bit better because it'll make me mentally feel like okay, well, I lost it, but now I have this.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things. I lost something. I need it back. Somebody stole something. Hey, we need it back.
That's
I
actually
see.
good. I
That
like
makes
that. It's
sense.
kind of a reframe on it. Like I lost it. That's bad, but I'm gonna make this a better thing because I'm gonna level up a little bit. I like that kind of thinking, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, they sent, Alexander, we were talking about that. They sent a little decant, and one was candies, and I really liked it. Does it
There we go,
remind
Stan.
you at all of Paris Hilton for men?
No.
Okay.
Paris Hilton for men is one of the best $15 fragrances you can get, but it's very oceanic, and candies is very playful, sweet, youthful, like teenage type of vibe to it. But I do really like Paris Hilton for men. If you're looking for a fragrance that smells like what is it? What's that veggie? Cucumber. It's got that
Right.
oceanic type of vibe to it. For $15 for 100 ml at Ross, still available.
Right.
Buy that fragrance if you're in high school. If you're a man who just wants to spray up on a summer day and doesn't want to use his good stuff, whatever the case might be, or just buy it just because it's great. $15.
Yeah, definitely. It must have been just because I was trying the clone, not the real thing, but it wasn't necessarily the smell of it. It was like the way it wore. It just immediately
Yes,
reminded me of like
it,
that watery nature behind it.
they wear the same.
That's
Yeah,
what I was thinking. Not like smell, but just like the way it came off and the way it wore basically. Immediately, I was like,
comes
oh,
off.
this is like kind of like Paris Hilton for men, but like sweeter and better, like
It
way
comes
better.
off like like a Tommy Bahama, like a eau de cologne type of vibe to it. Yeah,
Right.
I get that.
Very cool. What was that, like a popular fragrance back in the day? I've always been interested to know more about that.
It
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
it was in the same time period where people were wearing what was back then 360 red,
Mm.
which smells like what do
Aqua
you
de
call
Joe.
it? Aqua de Joe,
With cinnamon.
which was popular back then. You had uh Romance from Ralph Lauren, which is a really nice fragrance. Romance Silver has like a vodka note in it. It's different. They don't make it anymore. They don't have style. I mean, it might be one of those things where it's illegal to have certain notes. They
Mm.
just smell different back then. I don't. Some of the stuff comes back around, but it's never the same. That's why that Fougere Marines, I might want to get my nose on that because I really do like Tommy. And Tommy, you can get a 200 ml for $29.99 at Ross. If you see that there, just grab it. It's a great fragrance to just spray up. And I killed my 200 ml. You see these little baby dents on these bottles. If I killed a 200 ml of Tommy, it must be something not good that you can just leave in the car. I have fragrances at work. I have fragrances in the car. I have fragrances everywhere.
You're putting them in a car, even. Wow.
I have them in my car. And there's not going to be any Zherzhofs in there, but you got to have something in your car just in case. You never know.
Dude, that's why I started
sure,
talking about this Playboy, because this was in my car and I was loving it. I had to talk
Yeah.
about it. For sure.
You see the screen, Spence? This is a popular one on Duo, buddy.
Called Candy, huh?
It is. Let's look at what it is.
With stronger watermelon. I don't really remember too much watermelon.
This was nice. This was really nice.
It's a popular one. This is a popular one on Duo. People go nuts over this one on Duo, really.
Well, you know why? Because I mean, think about it. You would have to spend $350 to get the original Candies bottle.
Yeah, people love it.
If there's half of the bottle left, which is half of a mil, we're talking like what is that? It would be something like 22 mils or something like that. You're talking $250 for a freaking Candies fragrance. It doesn't make sense. but mentally it made sense for me to get it if I want to spray it. I'm sad that Gucci Porum 2 is no longer available. So I'm interested in getting Blue Madeline, which came out this year from Atelier des Ors, which Joe Anthony says it reminds him of that. I like tea fragrances. You know, I sleep.
Oh, you like tea fragrances?
Yeah, I
Oh
sleep.
man, give me some good ones. Give me some good tea fragrances, man.
Michael loves tea
Love
fragrance.
tea fragrances, dude.
So I'd say Xerjoff Torino 21 is a really good tea fragrance. But
Okay.
you know, I said my favorite tea fragrance, which is Gucci Porum 2. Once again, $500-$600 if you want a bottle, which I used to buy back in the day. I've had multiple bottles of like 5 or 6 bottles.
Alexandria's isn't bad.
I tried the duo. I enjoyed it.
The reason why I went with the Gris Charnel as my next BDK was because of it's got the T note in it.
You bought Gris Chanel?
It's on the way. It's coming from
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
Sick.
And I got that one over the X-Straight because the T notes is gonna push more.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm with you.
So,
I like the EDP, the blend on it.
Yeah, so I'm excited to get that in. There's a lot of notes that just have like a little bit of tea lingering. I forgot which Byredo. I just smelled some Byredos. I smelled 6. They came in the mail today. A lot of those have tea vibes, and it's really the vibe of the tea. It's not even the fact that it needs to say tea on it. If it has a vibe of like tea, and I don't drink tea,
yeah,
but the smell of tea is very calming. I sleep with tea fragrances. You know, just because it reminds me of being relaxing and going to sleep. You know.
Me too. I've, for whatever reason, it triggers something very calming in me. I'm not sure why that is, and I've heard a lot of people say that actually.
So Mas Milano is going to be one. There's Wulong Cha. I'm going to get Wulong Cha X because I heard it's a fresher version of it. So I definitely need that. The Mas Milano Russian tea, things like that.
Is it that white Russian tea? I just heard about that one. Is that what you're talking? The Musk Milano? Is that what that is?
It's not white. You pull it up, Vince. It comes in at 30. They have a bigger bottle too. They're not cheap. Yeah, just type in Russian tea and then mask, and it should pop right up.
What's that one like?
I don't have it yet.
Oh, okay, it's coming.
Yeah. It's coming. Yeah, that's another one where it's kind of like you get into a kick. You might get into a suede kick. You might get into a wood kick. And a lot of times you'll gravitate to a fragrance without knowing why you're gravitating to certain ones. And then you're like, oh, okay, it's the patchouli that's done this way or whatever. You know what I mean? There you go. Cool little bottles too. Reminds me of like the
leathery, huh?
And all that. Yeah.
This does look interesting. Really interesting.
Julia Rascanet.
Yeah, she's great.
Look at those notes. No top, no mid, no base, just notes.
Well,
is that how it kind of wears?
Oh, I like raspberry. That could be good.
Yes,
really good.
Yeah, yeah. Put that one on your list if you like tea. That's going to be one of the ones that if you like tea, people are going to ask about.
Let's
definitely on my radar now.
And Wulong Cha X, if you haven't smelled that, that's supposed to be.
I feel like I don't want to own the X because if I like it more than the original, then I won't wear the original just for the X, and that wouldn't be, you know.
You say that, but you'll find a reason. You'll find a reason. I don't think there's too much redundancy in fragrances, even though you might have similar notes, because there's going to be something that's different, and I'm cool with a little bit different. You know.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
Yeah, I have a soft spot for tea fragrances because the original Bulgari Pour Homme is like what got me back into fragrances after a long time of not even thinking about fragrances. So, and that's a tea-based fragrance. It's kind of like legendary. So I always have like a special soft spot for tea fragrances.
That's a great price, by the way, but you'll probably get it a month later at Joma's shop.
Yeah. Never order from them.
If it's in stock, it's usually not too bad. It's saying in stock. Sometimes they lie. It says in stock.
Yeah, but that's if you just buy one fragrance. You know, you're not going to go there and buy one fragrance. You're going to buy four. And one of them is going to be out of stock. It's going to mess everything up.
Good point. That's pretty much how it's going to go too. Agreed. That's generally how I do too. There's only one or two more to get the free shipping. Or I'm already on here, but look at this. I might as well get this. Yeah.
Vince, you got some tea recommendations?
This one here, Matt's got this one. He's showing here this 2 Summer Triple T. He got this. It's a China fragrance or whatever. They don't come to the States, but he's got a clone of it. That is a very realistic tea note on that one. He's got. It's a clone, but it's a very realistic tea note. They're out of. I'll pull them up. Yeah, that's a tea fragrance, and his version of it's really good.
Make sure you put that one in the Instagram post for me, Matt. Since you know I like tea now, I want that one.
Summer.
I'm excited to try Matt's stuff. He does a lot of blends with very popular fragrances, and some of them might not make sense. But you know, and me and Vince were talking about this not that long ago. I did the whole house of Happy Land, 36 fragrances, and one of them is that green tobacco, which is green Irish tweed and tobacco vanille. And you wouldn't think that mix goes well, and it goes beautifully. So I'm excited to try Matt's stuff.
He curates these lists because he's obsessed like we are. You know, he's nuts about this stuff. So he finds a lot of obscure fragrances, and I've compared a lot of his clones to like the real thing, because I do buy a lot of decants of real things and compare. And his stuff is really dead on. He's real particular. He said he throws stuff.
Those notes look very interesting. I definitely be.
The note is really strong.
Violet, love when a violet's done right.
Yeah.
This is a and he's got a cedar wood fragrance from this house. This 2 Summer house. It's a China only house or whatever. And
lemongrass is mint. I mean,
you know what the problem with this hobby is there's too much shit, man.
Yeah, it's never ending.
It's never ending.
Yeah.
Look at that bottle. Look at that bottle. What is that? A 30 ml? Yeah, it looks like it's.
I've never seen a cap like that before.
It looks interesting. It looks almost like it's ivory or something like that.
Yeah, it does.
It's got like
getting their stuff here is the thing. Like it's very hard. I did read on Fragranico when I was researching it when I got it from him, and like people do find it, but it's hard to find. This is the other one he's got. He's got a clone of this cedar wood, and this one's really nice too. Real woody, obviously.
Do me a favor. Go back to that first one and just do a Google search and hit shopping, and let's see if it pulls up.
All right.
Triple T Summer. There you go. Hit shopping.
Triple T. Let me spell
it. You already. Yeah. There you go.
Click on shop.
Because those bottles look interesting.
No, the guys I read on there, they went through they had a connection in Asia or something. Then they went off here because I already kind of look for it here too, and it's hard to find.
I'm gonna look for it on Temu and see if they have it.
Try his version of it though. At least you'll get an idea what it's like. His stuff is pretty close on some of these, and like I said, he's a real perfectionist. He don't play around on stuff. He's obsessed with this stuff like we are. He's buying all these oils and trying them, and he's running to the loop. You know, all this. He's in Dallas, so he's got all the major retailers around there, all the big wigs. So he's always going and smelling this stuff. He's just like we are. He's nuts over this stuff.
Well, what I've learned from this conversation is Spencer is at a very, very high level in this game. That's what I've realized.
Yes, he's a black belt. I'm like a white belt compared to Spencer. He's like
yeah.
You just said you had 800 fragrances. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? You got a dang list. True. I don't even know what I have. A lot of times I'm like, oh dang, I forgot I had that. Let me wear that today.
Well, I was doing too much of buying the same scent profiles after a while. I was like, I gotta at least get some order here, and I just feel real better, even though it's chaos. Like having a little bit of order like that, and I got all the duos for fall together. You know, I got some order to them. It makes me feel Matt's got these document fragrances out of China now. I'm gonna try next time I order. I've got a list here for my next order from Mirror Image or whatever, and he's got a bunch of these document fragrances too out of China, and you can't get them here. So this is where
Yeah.
his nose is at. He's already went through everything in America, so he's got to go find these things like
Did you
these
get,
overseas
did you get his
fragrances because
list?
he's got his nose on a lot.
I had about like 20 questions for him because I'd be interested to talk to like someone who actually does the perfuming and figures out everything.
Yeah. Yeah, he recommended me some good fragrances on Juan's channel. We were live together for Juan's what was it? Something about 4K.
You hearing this, Matt? Michael's wanting to hear some of your perfumery
Oh,
knowledge.
I have a lot of questions, but I mean,
Yeah, how
he's
long
been
we
on
been
here a
going
while,
on?
and I don't know if he has time, so it doesn't have to be now or
we're
whatever.
3 hours in. You're getting some good watch time, Vince.
I appreciate you guys, man. I haven't seen many people get on here, but I get a lot of
I
people.
don't know. Are there people watching? I can't even see the play count. I've just been hanging out.
I can't really tell. I don't know how to see it.
No idea.
I bet you Stan's in there. I bet you All John Bob's is hanging out still. Let's check it out. I'm gonna pull you up real quick on YouTube.
Yeah, I usually get pretty good replays on these or whatever, these lives or whatever, which helps. Either way,
Well, Stan's here.
I'm having a good
Stan's
time here.
here.
This is fun. Stan's here. Matt, if you want
We
to jump on
appreciate
here
you,
and talk
Stan.
about your perfumery thing real quick to Michael, it's open. Use
Didn't he
that
say he
same
was busy? I think he had to go do something. He's probably just.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
Well, there'll be another day we'll get on there. Whatever.
When
I've
the
talked
time
about
is
this
right.
stuff, but I don't want to say, I can probably answer some of your questions from talking to him, but he's
Well, I could tell you some of the things like I've been wondering about. See, maybe you know the answers to them, but
yeah, he might hear this.
Yeah,
Well,
get in touch. Get in touch with a lot of people.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
Oh, nice.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Hold on a second.
Okay, here we go. Sweet. Thank you for coming back.
Yeah, no worries. So what Vince was saying about some of those scents, the 2 Summer stuff, it's a niche house in China, and so they're starting to do their own little niche market. And I looked at some of the stores, and it looked like 2 Summer was bought by L'Oreal this last year or sometime this year, and so they're going to try to start selling it more stateside. But I've seen like a few places. I put one in the chat that was basically it was like 170, I think, imported into the United States for the 2 Summer Triple T. But they also have osmanthus.
Yeah.
And then they have another one that's cedarwood. And the only one I've ever been able to hear like someone do a review of the cedarwood was on TikTok, and this guy had a cedarwood 2 Summer cedarwood candle, but someone had sent to him, but they also obviously make a fragrance as well, and he said it smells like the 2 Summer cedarwood smells like Christmas in a tropical place. So he said, like, in us in more warmer climate, Christmas is a little bit different because it's warm out during the time of Christmas usually. So he said it smells like that kind of cooling in the air, but then it still had that kind of pine tree. Oh,
what are you holding there, Spencer?
He's got an osmanthus scent there.
Yeah, this is Paris Monte Carlo. I'm really digging this house.
See, I'm starting to really fall into that osmanthus kind of thing, trying to find scents that have that osmanthus. It's really popular in China, really popular in their kind of like perfumery. I know what's at Altair in 2020, they did a scent called osmanthus. I think it's called osmanthus cologne or something, osmanthus something or other. But it has a unique scent profile to it. And it's one of those ones that you can definitely pick up. And it's not too floral. He's got the Lucky out.
What's
Might
your
as well smell
questions,
something
Michael?
while I'm out
You
here.
have some questions for about perfumery and stuff for Matt?
Yeah, I did have some. If you're willing to answer, that'd be
Oh,
awesome.
dude, yeah. Like for me, like I'm pretty open book when it comes to things, just because like I feel like when I first started doing this, I was like everything was like kind of smoke and mirrors and gatekeeping of it, and even trying just to get like decant bottles. Like I started off with just trying to get regular bottles, and like I'd ask people, hey, like how do you get these atomizers, or where do you get this? And like no one wanted to share, or like how do you print your labels, or just random stuff. So I had to like literally research everything. So at the end of the day, like if you have questions, yeah, feel free to shoot them off.
So first question would be,
check this before you
yeah,
this
yeah.
out, Matt, check it out. This is from Paris, obviously, but they get their osmanth from China. They use naturals in their fragrances and high concentrated, really nice.
What's the house? What is that one?
Paris Monte Carlo.
Paris Monte Carlo.
Yeah.
Vince, you're good at like switching with the modes because you can pull it up and have us all on, huh? Or do you know how to do that?
Yeah, I'm trying to right now. That's what I'm doing. But I'm pulled up Paris Connemara. Okay, perfume. When I hit.
Yeah, I've got pulled up here. Did you buy it from?
You know how to do that, don't you, Michael?
Fragrance by Canada.
Yeah.
No, I don't know how to do that yet.
I see Fragrance Net still has it too.
Easy.
Which, you know, I mean,
yeah, I don't shop at Fragrance Net anymore. But yeah.
I know why.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
That's cool.
The fruity comes from the plum.
That's nice. Yeah, that seems like it would be a really interesting scent. That osmanthus, like I said, like you kind of mentioned too, the only place you can get that is China.
Yep.
Good Girl Gone Bad by Killian is got one. Is that's got osmanthus in it. Where's the other one that I saw that had osmanthus?
I think even if you click on the note, it might have the fragrances that have osmanthus heavy.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. Here, I'm just going through some of the ones that they have. That I personally know. Yeah. Altair Cologne.
Killian, Good Girl Gone Bad. That's the first one comes up.
Just stuff that I would gravitate to or know that I've smelled. There's that Boy Smells line.
Oh, there's Les Independables. I saw a tea fragrance up there. I'm going to be checking out.
Huh. So, sorry, Michael. What questions did you have, man?
Well, one thing I was wondering about is kind of like, what's the lowdown on quality? Like you kind of alluded to it earlier, as in like people getting the same ingredients from everywhere. And is there really a way to determine quality, or is it more about the blend? Like, where is that?
So the way I gauge it personally, and I mean, like I'm not an expert by any means. Like I've only been doing this for like about 7 months, close to a year. But a lot of it has been a lot of research, and I have a nose for the fragrance in general. Like I've always collected fragrances and had fragrances, but when you get oils, right, or just in general, the fragrance oils, sometimes they smell better than others, right? And you can kind of grade that based upon, from my understanding, this is just allegedly or how that I've heard, is so they have a machine, right, a GSM machine, and this is what allegedly DUA and all these other places, they send it off to a lab. It heats up that decant size sample or whatever. Each note kind of is read on this machine, right? And it provides a percentage of each note. So like so much violet, so much lavender, whatever that might be, the breakdown. Well, then this company takes that and they work with a master perfumer. They still need a master perfumer to kind of add in these pieces that's missing, right? Well, what happened in these raw naturals, right? What happens sometimes is those raw naturals might be too expensive. Okay. So they could say, hey, for the high quality, we could add these raw naturals, but it's going to be 3 or 4 times the cost. And a lot of these people work on certain like market, like price areas, right? Price points. So they're like, no, we need to get it down to like this price point. So then they will substitute certain synthetics or overdose certain things to then kind of give that appearance or feeling of what maybe a true OG scent would smell like, because they're going to be utilizing like synthetics that might smell like it, but they're not that natural ingredient.
Okay.
So what happens is you might get like A+ quality or A++ quality or a 1-to-1 quality, as they call it, or there's all these other certain types of qualities, right?
Yeah.
Well, what happens is if you Hold on 1 second here. Hey, 2 seconds here. Sorry, my daughter just walked
Yeah, no worries.
in.
Yeah, well, one of
I
the
agree with everything he's saying. Yeah, 100%. That's what happens. You know, especially with ouds and things like, you know, halfeti rolls would be very hard because, you know, it's from a particular location and you have to go there. It's expensive per mill or whatever the case is. And if they're selling it for $30, they can only do so much.
Right. I think like a lot of it is you know, I mean, there is that conversation of synthetics versus like naturals, and then you can smell maybe like the difference in the quality or whatever. But when it comes down to it, they all try to hit a certain price point so then they can do the resale value is still there. So at the end of the day, you're going to have like people adding like enhancers, or they might add more ISO Super E, or they might add more Broxen, or anything that kind of boosts this kind of feeling of the notes. And they'll go, oh man, this is beast mode. In reality, you could add ISO E to like literally any of your stuff and overdose like certain scents, and it's going to last. What do you get there? Oh, yeah, cherry smile.
Cheeky smile, yeah.
How is that? Is it?
I love it, but it's different.
It's different.
See, and this is kind of like a follow-up because this is only synthetics. Like there's nothing natural here. So, but it does still smell high quality. So I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like confusing to me. Is this really cheap and they just put it in like a niche bottle? But
and I think a lot of it has to do with too is like it's all about the marketing, right? Like I've said
yeah, like how much does that play into it?
And I think a lot of it plays into it, right? Like at the end of the day, like my goal was just to do this, like my stuff was just to do it so I can get my nose on some different scents and do it for fun and do it for like a small niche group of people, right? It was not to like compete with Dua or these other brands, because if I was going to do something like that, what you would do is you'd come in and you would not there's so much like smoke and mirrors where you would just allude to these scents. You would say, oh, it kind of smells like Virgin Island water, but you're really using Virgin Island water like a dupe oil and mixing it to make your own hybrid, and then all of a sudden you put it in a fancy bottle. You spend more money on the bottle and the marketing than you would spend on the actual oil. So then you could sell it at a higher cost, because then all of a sudden now it's all about the marketing. And a lot of times that you see that happen a lot, but people aren't. Go ahead.
Virgin Island water is nice, but when I sprayed it, I was like, "Hey, this smells like Tommy Bahama." I'm gonna do a side by side tonight.
Right.
It ain't gonna be like Tommy Bahama. Come on, man.
It is.
It's kind of like it. I
think
think
that set sale St. Bart's is great, man.
It is. I like it, but do a side by side.
I think it's one of those situations where if you were to get like, say for instance, we were talking about like the oil quality, and you remove certain notes and then you add synthetics in, now it smells almost like Virgin Island water, but then it would be like a clone of it, but really it's missing some of the stuff. But then you can market it as something completely different. You would just allude to the notes. A lot of it, like I said, it's just like I've learned just from just kind of these conversations with different people. It's just a lot of smoke and mirrors. And a lot of it is the marketing behind it, right? Because at the end of the day, like if you put something in a really nice bottle, people are going to expect it to be better quality, better performance, better this, better that. You know what I mean? I could put it like you put in these cheap little plastic, sample things, and all of a sudden now it feels less quality, like decants. Oh, now all of a sudden I'm got a decant of stuff, and now it feels less quality to you. But if I put it in like you put it in like a high class, like one of these, like something like this, now all of a sudden it feels better. And then you slap a metal plaque on it. Now it feels even better to you. But then the juice inside doesn't change, right? And I think a lot of people perceive like marketing, and they get it mixed up with the quality of the fragrance itself.
Have you guys tried this?
No.
I've smelled I've smelled some of the line. We have a place in Dallas where they have that whole line, but I have not smelled that one.
Spencer?
No, I haven't smelled it. There's one that has a vinyl note that I really like. It smells like a record.
Oh yeah, I forget which one that is.
Isn't there one called Cherry something or other?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, they got.
there's a lot of them.
Cherry something. Yeah.
I really don't like those bottles at all, though. Those bottles look like they came from Walmart. That one actually is one of the better looking ones.
This one glows in the dark.
It does.
Yeah, it does. It's pretty cool.
Just
What about
Someone
City Rhythm, Matt? Is that high end perfumery out here at City Rhythm? I got City Rhythm here.
oh man,
Someone described it that it smells like TV static, and that was the best description I've read.
That's awesome.
yeah,
I like smells like that. Go ahead, Matt.
yeah, like with that, it's one of those ones you just don't even touch because there's so much drama behind like the City Rhythm stuff, and I actually sadly know way too much about the whole like back and forth between Niles and Isaac that I probably shouldn't even speak on it.
I was teeing you up for a softball. I knew you'd take the bait to a point, but yeah, we don't need to get into that.
Yeah, because that's another thing too, is there's so much drama behind it. There's like, for me at the end of the day, like I'm not trying to step on anyone's toes or step on anyone else's business. Like my big thing is just to have fun with it and like the love of scents, because a lot of these scenes, like I said, like those Two Summer or the other brand, Vince hasn't pulled it up yet, but Documents. It's another niche house in China that is so unique. Like I've never seen anything like it. Their whole branding is the store is like completely green, like neon green inside of it. And the bottles are cool. They do it like, from my understanding, they do it to like fashion shows. So like they'll have a fashion show and then they'll have a release line of scents that come out during that fashion show week. Just super bizarre. And some of the scents that I smell, like if they are one for one, like obviously I'm having to go blindly on these because I can't really get a good read of them. Basically because I don't have I can never get the real deal here in the States. They're so unique. I like that brand too, the Tar brand.
Vince, you're getting 2 ml of this. That was on your list.
Well, I'm going to get Matt's version of these documents. Is this the ones you're talking about? Or is this a different company, Matt?
That's Documents. Yeah. So if you go to like say, I think Peace is one of them that I smell.
Hey, I like the notes on that one. It reminded me of Roses on Ice. Go back up. I want to see that one.
I have Roses on Ice. I've been wearing that one lately. The real one, actually.
It's nice, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, it's more masculine than people make it out to be. It's kind of like that gin and tonic.
No.
It's kind of like that with a little bit of the rose.
Yeah, these notes are definitely different. But I do like Roses on Ice. It reminds me of, have you tried a Declaration d'un Soir from Cartier?
I have not. I got that one's on my radar.
So it's harder to find. So if you can get if you see one, you should grab it. But that one's gonna be kind of the rose, the greenery of the rose, and the soil all mixed and blended very well.
Hey Vince, go to type in Documents on Google and then type in Peace. Fragrance piece. Oh, sorry, fragrance and then piece. There it is.
Right there.
Mm-hmm. Man, I loved the way it smelled. Like the oil of it. It was crazy.
How much are these bottles?
What's up?
How much are these bottles? It just says $, $, on it. How much are these?
I have no clue. I looked all over, and then I tried figuring out like where you could even purchase it to get sent to the States. But if you scroll, like, what's up?
Oh yeah, that's like a mineral stone with some florals and some looks like watery
honey, liqueur, orange. It's so nice. What's that one? Wave Child.
Talking about Wave Child. You guys tried this one?
No.
What is it by?
I had Dua's version.
Room 1015.
Yeah, the Dua version I have.
Do you guys know Dan the Man? He goes by Dan Not the Man, but he's actually Dan the Man.
Yep. He's in my song on my intro. If you listen to the intro of the song, Dan Not the Man is in the intro. Yeah.
Oh, I gotta definitely listen to that.
Yeah, I got probably 40 or 50 people in the intro, just shouting them out. People that have been rocking with me for a while are in the intro song. I thought it'd be kind of cool to blend them together.
Vincent,
I've been sleeping on your channel, and it's kind of a tragedy right now. I'm realizing, so I'm just gonna go ahead and apologize for that.
He just started, really. He hasn't been doing it
Good,
forever.
yeah. No, last year I started doing shorts, and I was just doing shorts just to get my scent of the day out there. And the reason why I did it was kind of to, you know how you like to look at your fragrances. Well, if
Yeah.
you post what you do, you can scroll back and say, I'm gonna wear this tomorrow. You could just go through your shorts or whatever. But I've been in the chat for years. You know, that's why a lot of the people that have been on my channel, I've been friends with for years.
I was gonna say I definitely have seen you in the chats and talked to you in the chat before.
Hey Vince, on that same page, go to loose. It's there's author, loose.
That bottle looks so sexy, man, and the fact that they're
Document
not
fragrance
available, it looks like.
LLC. Yep.
And then put shopping and see if
Okay.
I want to see if we could buy these.
Dua.
Oh, what's that? There it is, bottom left.
There it is. Yeah, it is. Scroll down. 99 pre-owned. How much is left in there? Click on that.
That's that one you want, the mean, the mean one. That was the one that was supposed to be like roses on ice.
Yeah, that one's got cumin on the bottom, I think, or something like that, which is definitely not roses on ice, but I still am interested in it.
Buy it now or best offer.
Yeah, but how much is left in there? Click on it. It might only have 5 mils in that.
New without box. Just as
oh, you're looking. You must be looking at another screen because we can't see that.
Yeah,
Can you see it now?
No, but it's fine.
Okay, here I'll get it out.
$100, not bad. I was on Justin Copeland's celebration last night after I did the live with Ross, and Ross was on there, and I won a bottle from the giveaway they were having. Neanderthal them, really cool looking bottle.
I know that brand. It's crazy. What's
Yeah,
the bottle look like of the one that you got?
It looks like an ice, like somebody took ice and like carved it out, like almost like they try to make a knife out of it, like a what did those Apaches use? What's that rock called? Starts with the A, I think. That they made the arrows out of it.
Flint? No.
We should look it up. Let's check it out.
Yeah, but you can pull it up.
What are we looking up? What are we looking up? Where are we at?
Neanderthal, and it's called them.
Yeah, Neanderthal.
And then you can look up them, and then you can look at big booty girls for Stan to keep his attention.
Pop
I've seen the one that's I've seen the one that's like a rock. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, there's a black one, and I was talking to John C last night on Instagram, and he was telling me that's the one that I didn't want. I guess they only have 4. Look at that crazy bottle, man.
That's nuts.
That's cool.
Now, doesn't that look like a spear from like
yeah, looks like an arrowhead?
Yeah, arrowhead. Yeah.
Check this out, Vince. I'm gonna
look at those notes.
Interesting.
So I'm excited to get my nose on it.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here.
I want to try it. You know?
What is Hunki? Wood and mosses. Yeah, this is definitely be interesting.
Hey, Vince, check out 157moments.com. So 157moments.com.
Right here.
This is for the big booty Latina girls.
And then go to more. And then go to documents. There it is. So that shows all like the documents that they have.
Look how beautiful they are, and look at the prices.
Like that, especially this green one right here. I like that.
Hey Matt, when I start putting these on my channel, and you know, I'll shout you out.
Okay, but yeah, dude, I'm not bullshitting you. When I smelled, like, you know, I mean, I'm just smelling the cologne oils, and when I smelled them, I was like, these are old, like, not like they're niche. but they're like niche to where they're mass appealing niche, not your just standard like, oh, this is some wild crazy stuff
like Roja likes to do.
Like a like a Roja Dove, like or like even like a high end Roja Dove. But yeah, this is just a whole different thing. Like, what did it say? 30? What was the percentage up top? It said 20 to 30% oil concentration. Yeah, in Shanghai. Type in on Google. Type in Shanghai documents store. You guys see this store? When I saw the store, I was like, this is insane. It's just something I stumbled upon.
I wonder if they have a discovery set.
You know, I looked for it. And they had like a fragrance travel set, which was $76 on this 157 Moments. And this 157 Moments is out of Canada. But like, if you look at, there's a green document store that I thought was pretty cool.
Any of these that?
A little bit lower. Let's see. I saw it on their Instagram.
Okay, I saw it on Instagram. I'll go on our Instagram.
There's one store there that's interesting. It kind of looks like a Arabian, Arabian oud store. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Arabian oud store. It kind of looks like that.
All right, gentlemen, I'm gonna head out. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, for sure.
Appreciate.
Yeah, we should all probably wrap this up and call it a night. It's been fun though.
For sure.
I appreciate you guys all coming in and saving this. Yeah, this was great. Appreciate you guys taking your time, Spence, Matt, and Michael stepping in and saving the day. This was awesome. Really appreciate you guys.
You guys can follow me on Instagram. I'm not looking for followers on Instagram. I really don't care about Instagram, but it's a great place to talk to people in the DMs and like questions and set up, lives and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
I shot you a message on Instagram, Spence.
Nice. Perfect.
I will. I'll get done there as soon as I get done.
I'll let you know what I think about the ones that are on the way when they finally get here from USPS, man.
You and Michael got to hook up. Sounds like you guys are like an hour away or something. Or less
I
than
know.
that.
I've been sleeping on Spencer. That's my bad. But Vince, you're going to love this when you get this last note. It's like, you want me to tell you what it's like?
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin it for you. Some people don't want to know.
You know? Right. No,
all right.
Good.
It's kind of like Angel Share, but minus the booze. It's like cinnamon. It's like those cinnamon apple candy candles, those Yankee candles, cinnamon and apple.
Sounds good to me.
It's great. It's cherry too.
Yeah.
It's great, Gourmand. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, sounds. Yeah, I know. Is that one you? Most of these must have been ones you referred. Then half that list of stuff you referred. I think then.
Joel Matrix recommendation. So I can't take the credit. He told me about that one and really good.
All right. Well, everybody have a good evening.
Yeah, have a good one. Take care, everyone.
Thanks for coming on.
Later.